Turns out both games can exist quite comfortably within the Super Nintendo's memory in separate spots without getting in the way of each other. Therefore, you can have both games in the same ROM. So this fella by the name of Total went out of his way to smash both ROMs together. And you have what you see here. There are 4 locations. We're also off, by the way, so here we go. But there are 4 locations where we can switch between games, the first of which we will most likely see all of our runners go to immediately in the Crateria map station, which will pop them up outside the fortune teller's hut in Lake Hylia in Link to the Past.
Nope, we got 3 out of 4 going that way. Looks like SP Ridley is going to take the gamble and go down to Blue Bryn.
Ooh, interesting call indeed. There are 2 items in logic here. As we, bottle on the island. 2 items in logic in Blue Bryn Star at this time. That is the Vanilla Morph Ball and the High Jump E-Tank.
$300 in the Sanctuary.
And bombs in the, in Link's house. So that is the early Kakariko care package right there. But this is interesting. Hannibal is setting up for an early fake flipper.
That's very interesting. Where is he going?
He's setting out. He's getting to Houlihan nice and quickly.
That's clever.
Clever because after picking up the Sanctuary rupees, that's going to effectively be Zora money. Doesn't look like anything of note on the bush crabs.
Bush crab was hearts and looks like the tier 3 triples arrows.
Alright, so there's nothing of any interest in the in-logic checks in Blue Bryn Star, just money and missiles.
And there's Hannibal Graham doing the Houlihan room. And there's a shield on the aggro ledge, so we're probably not going to see Aghanim for that today.
We are most definitely not. Oh, apparently Nidorific did a map check and we missed it. Our other runners will no doubt do that in due time. Maniacal and SP Ridley in particular are usually pretty good about early map checks. Hannibal Graham I'm not familiar with, so it'll be very interesting to see what performance he puts on for us here tonight.
There's nothing of interest growing in the forest. And in the Thief's Hut, we have our first energy tank.
Yeah, now energy tanks are pretty significant in the hard difficulty because up to 5 may be required to do a very suitless hell run. To get to Crocomire, we need 2. To get to the Ice Beams item, we need 3. And to get to Bubble Mountain in Upper Norfair, we need 5. And reserve tanks do count towards this.
Yeah, and that's fun times right there.
Hannibal continuing to diverge from the norm here and is going to check Sahasra's closet.
Don't you mean Solski's closet?
What?
What? What happened?
Well, what happened is Hannibal just found money and then that single arrow of destiny.
The best arrow in the game!
Yeah, at least we know where it is now. But yeah, we're getting our Kakariko checks done. Back of the tavern just has a bit more money. There's the Zora money for Hannibal in the Sanctuary.
This is a lot of early money cash. Early game cash, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised our runners are going and buying bombs still, despite, I'm not sure if Maniacal picked up the bombs from Link's house, but I'm surprised we're seeing so many bomb purchases at this point. I can understand towards the end of the Kakariko run, but now you have what you need to do the initial package.
To answer a question from chat, uninformed pleb asking what SP Ridley's Samus sprite was. And it is the Justin Bailey sprite, which is a code that was hidden within the original Metroid game. Where if you typed in Justin Bailey, you got a Samus sprite that was wearing nothing but a purple leotard.
Alright, so I did catch a good chunk of Hannibal's map check. I saw crystals on Eastern and Desert, both blues, and I think it was a pendant at Hera, but I didn't catch which one it was.
Alright, well, we'll keep track of that. So far, the well's got a boomerang.
And our tracker, Mad Ewok Herd, confirming it is the blue pendant. So nothing but blue here in the light world.
There's a blue cane, a red boomerang, and a blue cane. The opposite of the items we actually need. Red cane, blue boomerang, in the bottom of the well.
A fan of the bloomerang, I see.
No, I'm actually a fan of the red meringue, but the majority of people like the blue meringue. So I'm just going to go with the majority of people. There's a double pack of power bombs in the Thievestown Blinds Hut. And our Morph Ball early on.
Early Morph Ball plus early 10 power bombs is fantastic because generally 10 is considered the safe zone for exploring the majority of Green Brinstar.
I think that's 15, actually, because we've also got some with the Uncle.
That is very true. So yeah, we're way past not only the safe zone for Brinstar, but the safe zone for Torian as well.
Yeah. We're going to need a couple more energy tanks before we do that, though, because those Metroids will bleed us dry.
Absolutely.
And we need to kill the G4, so...
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's doable to kill the G4 without more than a couple energy tanks, but not pleasant.
Yeah. I think low percent's like 3 energy tanks is all they have.
Yeah, the bare minimum you have to have is 3, because otherwise you can't tank Mother Brain.
I have no idea, Razor Flame Coon, who's our other tracker tonight, by the way. Unfortunately, both of our trackers have the exact same color name, so I was like, I can't tell which one's which. They both have swords, they both have cameras. Man.
Alright, the Uncle's selling us the ability to carry some more bombs, which doesn't hurt, especially if you're going to be doing like the mini Moldorm cave checks here sometime soon, because we still don't have any proper offensive weaponry for A Link to the Past yet. We haven't found a sword, we haven't found we found Blue Cane to be fair, but that's a little magic heavy.
Yep. And bombs work, but they're not the greatest.
Bombs work, but they're limited.
What would be good? A sword, a hammer.
Hookshot probably wouldn't hurt either, because that can kill mini Moldorms without any difficulty whatsoever. But yeah, early Morph Ball does suggest probably an early Super Metroid dive from our runners here, once they're done with their Sphere Zero Link to the Past checks here. And given the 2 energy tanks, we can now Hell Run to Crocomire, although I think we still need a couple of things before we can actually get there. But yeah, we got a nice big dense spot in Mini Moldorm Cave. We got the Sanctuary Heart, which provides a full health refill, the only heart container in the game to do this. Missiles, bombs, big bombs, and another heart container, so
that's pretty good health.
Good health for sure, but not what we're looking for.
Now that's 20 power bombs now. We're definitely set.
Yeah, that is true. Power bomb ammunition should no longer be a factor for pretty much the entirety of the seed.
I did not see what was on the library ledge. Nidorific made a very quick check.
Let me see, because I have my playback here. Let me see if Nito will give us another look. I think he's blind checking the race game by the looks of it.
Come on, hammer.
It was just Greg.
Greg's on the library ledge. He's gonna stay there.
For those who don't know, Greg stands for the Green Rupee of Eternal Glory, one of 2 in the item pool.
So coined by the master himself, Wolfman 2000. Credit where credit's due.
And it looks like Ice Rod Cave only had a piece of heart, so I think we're going to Super Metroid.
Eastern Palace or Super Metroid? I'd go to Super Metroid. Of Ball, 20 power bombs. I can do all of Brinstar.
Yeah, there's only up to 3 items up for grabs in Eastern, and two of them might be lamp locked. And hopefully Maniacal, as he travels to Eastern, will also talk to Sahasrara and give us our green pendant hint.
That'd be
How
swell.
much you want to bet it's Turtle Rock again?
Not today.
I don't know if it was just me, but in like early August, late July, it was Pendant Turtle Rock like every other seed.
Today it'll be Pendant Swamp.
There you go.
Oh, baby, I called that.
Don't you always?
I'm pretty good at it.
But yeah, Pendant Swamp, that's an interesting one. Ooh, what's Nito is bringing the fish to the water. I think this is for a supply reload.
This will be it's a secret to everyone check, which is unique to every seed. You know, every seed has a different chance of being something. Then today it's just $5.
Okay.
And Maniacal has taken his power bombs and he's going Super Metroid.
Interesting.
Now, this being hard logic, the gauntlet is in logic right now with this very series of difficult wall jumps that Maniacal just did first try.
Nicely done. And also, Chat points out, yeah, we can also do the front of escape to some degree, depending on if Lamp and the small key show up. And yeah, another thing Chad points out is if Nidorific had carried that fish to the bottle vendor, that would have actually been a more proper supply refill.
I believe it's 80 rupees, a full magic decanter, and 10 arrows and 8 bombs.
Something along that line. But it looks like Hannibal is doing the front of Hyrule Castle here. Front of Gauntlet is an energy tank. The first item was not the small key, so it should be noted that as a result of Hyrule Castle key logic, until other items come to light here, the remaining 2 checks in this area are actually not considered in logic. And it was actually the map, so literally everything else in Hyrule Castle is an item besides the small key at this point.
Maniacal making it through the gauntlet like it was nothing. For another energy tank and 20 bucks. Not worth.
Well, that's 4 out of 5 necessary for the Hell Run to Bubble Mountain. So,
what does Terminator have for us today? Come on, beam, wave beam. Oh. Just super missiles.
Well, more supers now certainly don't hurt, because we're running only, 15, which is okay, but you could do with more. Oh, and Ridley's going to give us an Agina check here real fast.
I like the early Agina. I like it. I like it a lot. It's a Sphere Zero check that a lot of people forget about.
Either forget about or just deliberately put off because it's so darn far away.
It is very far out of the way off the beaten path. Unless you have the flute, then it makes it a little bit easier. And there's another energy tank in Zelda's Cell, and it's just 10 bucks on Agina.
Ooh, so with that's 5 logical energy tanks, so that is actually no, the energy tank in Zelda Cell isn't in logic yet, but the other energy tank might show up soon.
Nidoriffic's doing a fake flipper.
Yeah, it should be noted that the mock ball that Maniacal just did to get through these items here in Speed Booster neighborhood are in logic and hard mode, but nothing doing here.
That's a very barren early supers. Brazier Flame could know it's not beyond dark rooms, but it's key locked via a small key.
Yeah,
that's what puts it out of logic.
The game assumes you'll use your keys in the worst possible way. So you could like burn the key trying to get to Dark Cross right now, which is lamp locked. If you were to find it in like one of the other 2 chests.
It's to prevent people from doing exactly that and not being able to get back down there ever. Edacoons just has a piece of heart and a beam. That's not a beam. That's 20 bucks.
You really want to see those
come
early
on,
beams,
man.
don't you?
I want to see a early beam, like 1, because the pea shooter sucks.
Well, unfortunately, we won't be seeing any of that IBBF stuff today. Ice Beam before Flogra.
That's not... Wrong game. Wrong game.
Well, to be fair, in the timeline of Super Metroid, that did already take place.
It's true. And then in this case, Samus is already infected with Phazon. Or supposed to be, anyway.
No, it gets all purged. It gets all purged after corruption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what kind of cancer do you know is gone forever?
I wish.
So, Edacoon, so far, the Brinstar loop has been barren.
There has been absolutely nothing anywhere.
The fabled Bryn skip could have served you well today so far.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, Nidoriffic's going to take a dip into, I almost said Ice Palace. Eastern Palace, because I saw the ice on Ridley's screen. And I was like, ooh, Ice Palace. Wait a minute. Way too early for that.
Nothing in Pink Bryn either. Big Pink, rather, I should say.
Don't die to these side hoppers. Oh, wait, we got plenty of energy tanks. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think Maniacal is going to be worrying about health with 20 super missiles. And, oh, hey, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
So now, that, you know what's funny is that mirror might actually not be required, because the one dungeon you need it for is the pendant.
Well, the 2 dungeons we need it for right now are both pendants, because we actually now do have Tower of Hera access, since Death Mountain is accessible via the Upper Norfair cross-game portal.
Oh, boy. And here comes a Spore Spawn skip from Maniacal. Very well done. This allows you to skip fighting the notorious What?
Sorry, minor what the heck moment just happened. For whatever reason, Neaterific decided to miss the map chest and asked to go back for it.
That's unfortunate.
I think he thought he had hookshot.
Yeah, you probably did.
But there's some more money in Eastern. So far, we've only found money in Eastern.
Yeah, we have the only thing we found in Brinstar so far is that mirror.
Yeah, at the very least, Mirror gives us something else to play with, but just not much. It gives us Spectacle Rock, it gives us the 2 checks in Hera, up to the 2 checks in Hera.
Maniacal got the wave gate glitch the first try. Let's see if the ice rod's here like it was last night, and it is most definitely not. Yeah, that was the doom of some runners because they neglected to pick it up their first time through, and they never came back. Ever. They forgot about it. And then Old Mother Brain has just another energy tank, so that's 5.
Well, that's our 5th logical energy tank for now.
There's so many!
Yeah, 6 early E-tanks. This is practically screaming
7.
early hell
There's
run.
another one on Charge Beam.
Well, yeah, this is screaming early hell run today.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's a lot of health for early game Metroid.
Yeah, especially now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, if we do see a hell run in Norfair pretty much almost immediately after we get there.
Maniacal's not going back for Blue Brain, he's going straight to Red Tower.
I like this play for right now because there's still a good number of checks you can make, and the extra energy certainly helps. It should also be noted that Armos is lamp locked today because the big key is vanilla. I don't know if we saw a 3rd item in the chest before the big one.
We can see on Ridley's side.
Very true.
And Hannibal is going up to Billy Mays.
Oh, there's the map.
While Maniacal is going to go check Spazer. I'm just saying how the game does in multi-world.
It does, yeah, and it's pretty hilarious.
At least that's how I read it.
And it's the compass. So the last item and the crystal are both lamp locked on Armos Knights.
Gross.
I think we can have 1 sword out in the middle of nowhere with the Master Sword on pedestal and 2 swords in GT, but we can't have all 3 swords. Well, actually, we could have all 3 swords in GT. It's absolutely possible. Unless the GT junk fill algorithm doesn't let that happen.
I think it can. I'm not sure. I know that you can clear it with just Fighter Sword and have to go hunting for a sword.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it can have 3 swords in it.
Yeah, the first sword has to show up in the middle of nowhere, especially if Skull Woods is a pendant, because you need a sword to finish it. We should note that Hannibal just walked right past Spring Ball in, either that or when his stream started, he picked up Spring Ball in Blue Brinstar.
Spring Ball?
Which, that's something we may have to keep an eye out for, because Spring Ball is one of the keys for Suitless Meridia. Especially Shag Tool.
Maniacal just got a very nice crate quick kill. For another energy tank.
That is our 8th known energy tank. That's this is getting ridiculous. That is more than half of the energy tanks in the game already.
I'm gonna start playing hard mode. That way I don't have to worry about sweating my booty off in Super Metroid to low percent Fantoon. I could kill Fantoon with 7 energy tanks.
But still, though, not a lot to do here. We're still really just not getting anything to tell us where to go besides Death Mountain.
This is definitely screaming, go do hell runs. You have the health to do all of them. You almost have all the health to do the VLN, which is, VLN. Or no.
Variolous
Seedless.
Lower Norfair, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I call that, we call that also the Grand Hell Run. But yeah, that 8 E-Tanks is actually, it's up there amongst how high that can go. Because usually I see runners try to have at least 10 before trying that, but we're already like 3/4 of the way there.
I don't know. It's hell.
But Maniacal's gonna go check Ice Beam. Might as well, it's perfectly in logic with all those energy tanks.
Yep, he's gonna check Crumble Tower first, but that makes perfect sense. Oh,
yeah, Maniacal, you might want to go back and pick that up.
Yeah, he's like, wait a second.
I'm pretty sure
I need that.
I'm pretty sure that's in logic too.
I'm pretty sure it is as well.
So that gives us East Death Mountain access. So I don't know what the deal is, but ever since version 11 of the combo randomizers come out, I swear East Death Mountain has been like the gatekeeper for so many seeds.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of stuff over there.
Very true.
Alright, so if the hook shot's down there, what's going to be up here? Grapple beam?
The other hook shot? Yeah, sure.
The other hook shot. That'd be cool. Oh, wow, it's even more important. It's the flippers.
Ooh.
Hook shot and flippers? Holy cow, that's Zora's in logic now.
Zora's in logic. Following Dark World access, that first bottle on Hylia Island is in logic, and I do believe that that could very well be our first logical bottle.
Waterfall Fairy's now in logic as well.
Unfortunately, Maniacal didn't quite get under the gate, so has to take the long way. Alright, so very likely that a Hell Run was required today. Although I don't know if Crumble Tower is defined as a like Hell Run in logic, and there's a sword before in the high jump entryway. Followed by Charge Beam. What is this Norfair?
Loaded. Silver arrows and high jump.
Okay.
So Norfair is got the goods today.
You said it.
This is just upper Norfair. We haven't even hit lower yet.
Watch lower Norfair. Watch lower Norfair have gravity, but Varia be somewhere like stupid behind Croc.
Oh, that would be epic.
Unfortunately, Maniacal's stream has frozen, so we might miss out on. We're gonna miss out on what's behind Croc Escape.
He's just the first one there. We'll have somebody else go down there soon. I hope.
Yeah, I think because everybody else stayed in Link to the Past a little longer, they might be a while. Alright, looks like we got Maniacal back and he is rescuing the old man.
So yeah, he checked the Croc Escape and then went straight out to the Death Mountain.
Yeah, whether or not he decides he wants to go back for that later is remains to be seen. I just noticed back of Blue Bryn had a reserve tank too, so that's a grand total of 9 logical energy tanks pretty much at this point. Oh, actually it's 8 logical, 9 known. Oh, and there was a bottle of Kraid E-tank, so okay, that's our first logical bottle. Never mind. Actually, wait a minute. Was it a bottle of Kraid E-tank?
I do not see.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check that back. That's we're gonna have to look back at that later. But yeah, Maniacal's taking that hook shot and going straight to East Death Mountain.
I can't blame him. I bet there's a glove over here.
Yeah. Hammer would also be pretty convenient because that could give you a backdoor to Tower of Hera without having to go all the way around.
I think that happened last night, so we can't have that happen 2 nights in a row.
Oh, jeez.
Come on now. Actually, I don't really remember where the hammer was, to be honest. Last night was a cluster. I can't remember everything.
Oh yeah, bottles. Yeah, the thing about version 11 of the combo randomizer is all bottles will be empty, and all fairy refills are guaranteed green potions.
How boring.
Boring but consistent, if nothing else. Alright, let's see what this treasure trove that typically is Paradox Cave has. We got an Ether Medallion, so we might need that. And Ice Beam.
That puts Red Tower in logic.
Yep, Red Tower comes into play. It's just nice overall for Torian.
It adds damage to your charge beam.
Oh yeah, that's right, because we got charged nice and early in the high jump neighborhood. So yeah, there is a lot to there's a lot of gear for Maniacal here, but I'm not sure. Maybe Zora might have our progression today. Oh, there's a glove.
Oh, there's a glove in the moat. I was way off. It's not in the mountain, it's underwater. Almost.
They both start with M, to be fair. And yeah, Hannibal's just gonna yoink that right now.
I think Hannibal's was thinking about doing a CWJ, but never mind.
Yeah, I think that is in Logic and Hard mode, but
it is.
That's pretty tough. Oh, there's Moon Pearl in Spiral Cave, so that is... If you can believe it, that's only one piece of the Dark World. Well, actually two now because we know about the glove, but that's two Dark World pieces of the puzzle right now.
And the funny thing is the third one could be on the Pyramid Ledge forcing an Agaseed.
True, but we're still looking for a cape and a lamp before we have to start... a cape or another sword and a lamp before we have to start worrying about that. And,
I clearly missed something. Where did Maniacal get a sword?
Maniacal got a sword, it was right, it was the check right before the charge beam and high jump.
Oh, the one that doesn't require Morph Ball, huh?
Yeah, so there were literally 3 unique items in there. Silver, sword, and charge.
The first 5 checks in Norfair were unique items.
I think so, actually, because, yeah, hookshot and
Hookshot,
flippers, too.
sword, silvers, charge beam.
And we've
That's
got...
crazy.
And, well, here's something crazier. We have another energy tank at Alpha Power Bombs, as well as Plasma Beam.
There's the beams. I was just a little early.
Yeah, they were a little late to your bandwagon there, but they came in.
And that's going to be charge, ice, plasma. Which is pretty hefty damage.
Yeah, it's alright. I think that's 450 damage per charge shot.
I think you're right.
Because I think Wave adds the other 450s for 900.
I think it's going to be higher than that then. Wave can't be flying 450 damage on its own.
It might be like 600 or so. It's definitely up there. It's definitely stronger than a super missile now. Well, once they get all the beams together, because Hannibal hasn't gotten ice yet. But yeah, I think we know of 2 reserves, and now we know of the energy tank in Alpha Power Bomb, so... Yeah, I think that's like 10 or 11 energy tanks. That's ridiculous.
This is insane. For being 30 minutes in, we have almost all the energy tanks in the game. Like, holy cow. Yeah, that's madness. That's just insanity.
I'll be curious to know if Variosuit ends up being hidden behind that hookshot.
I'm hoping it's somewhere in Norfair. Let's go with the Halorons and the Suitless Meridia.
Not sure if Ridley got the mirror. I think he did get the mirror. Yeah, he just he just checked that neck of the woods, I think. Oh wait, where was the hold on, mirror was in Brinstar, right? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
it
was Wave Gate? No.
It was Charge Beam.
Charge Beam, right.
So yeah, that's I don't know if Ridley checked that. We were looking away, unfortunately. It's tough to keep an eye on 4 people at once. Especially now when they're all going in different directions.
Yes, that's the best thing about hard mode. The best and the worst thing, because it splits your eyes into 7 different directions, but it also adds for great divergence, which gives you more entertaining stuff.
All right, Neaterific finally picking up that spring ball this time. So let's see what Maniacal decides to do with his
He's gonna do
equipment.
the
He checked.
escape.
Yeah, it makes sense. We know that a glove is in logic now, so the back of escape is in play. He doesn't know that yet, but Maniacal can easily handle that neck of the woods without much difficulty. Once he gets the glove, of course. But, oh, looks like Kraid is standing up for Hannibal.
Yeah, unfortunately, he missed a quick kill by about, a couple frames.
Doesn't take too long for him to deal the coup de grace to Kraid, though.
He just wanted to take him to the dance.
Yeah, a short number. Alright, so I think Ridley is attempting the continuous wall jump for Wreck's ship here.
This is not an easy trick to do at all.
Yeah,
I believe it's a double pixel perfect jump that you have to get.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this particular... I'm not sure if this particular jump is in logic and hard mode. I don't think it is. Oh, it is? Oh, jeez.
CWJ is most definitely in logic for hard mode. In fact, all of our other can flies could be in Wreck's ship, and you would have to do a CWJ to get there.
Oh boy, okay.
It's not easy. I mean, I've managed to do accidental CWJs, but not here, not in this room. Like, I'll accidentally do it when I'm trying to get through, like, the bullions in the shaft supers or something.
Oh yeah, it was a bottle of Crady tank. How about that?
Well, that's what we pay our trackers for. They know what they're talking about. Wait, you guys are getting paid?
I think the Billy Mays reserve tank was already found. So I think that's the second known reserve. Alright, Hannibal getting the treasure trove of items that are the high jump area.
Oh, here's another funny thing that you'll find amusing. Last night, Spring Ball are behind Ridley.
Oh my.
Quite literally.
That's funny. Alright, Ridley getting grabbed here, although it does help getting grabbed from the ceiling. It keeps you away from the acid for a bit. Oh, was that Gravity Suit? Yeah, that was Gravity Suit, locked by Speed Booster and Shaft Supers. Oh my, that could put a fairly explosive wrench into the works.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, we've got a speed locked Gravity Suit in Shaft Supers.
And Speed Booster's gonna be in Meridia.
Yeah, do you folks want to have a bad time?
Isn't that what the uncle says? Aren't you're gonna have a bad time?
No, that's Sans from Undertale. That's where it came from. Oh, Dark World map check here. All the remaining unique stuff is on the left side of the country, because the red pendant is in Skull Woods and the 5-6 crystals are in Thievestown and Mire.
Interesting. It's a very red west side.
Very much indeed. So, Pendant Skull Woods, that's pretty interesting, because we already could
We can full clear it
with Dark World access.
Yeah.
We literally just need Fire Rod for a logical pedestal right now. Fire Rod and some form of Dark World access.
We need a hammer.
Oh yeah, hammer.
You can't clear Pendant Swamp without hammer.
That's it though. Fire Rod and hammer. You're not asking for much here.
I just hope it doesn't turn into another Ice Rod hunt.
Ooh, yeah, because we need that tonight. Maniacal, meanwhile, is setting up to do the Hera pot, and I think he saw a compass in the basement of Hera. Oh no, the compass was in the second chest. I don't remember what the basement had. Or the pantry, rather.
I can tell you it wasn't the big key.
It wasn't the small key either.
So maybe it was the big key and he's just doing it. Well, there's the small key.
Oh, the big key was in the basement, okay.
Ice Palace was just a regular crystal. Razor Flame Goon.
Yeah, we have all our pendants now. The pendants are Hera, Skullwoods, and Green Pendant Swamp. Yeah, we saw one item in Hera so far, and that's the 10 sticks, so... Hopefully the last item is here on Moldorm. Fighter Sword does let us do this, but uncomfortably let us do this.
This is NMG strats, man.
Pretty much.
And Nidoriffic's going for CWJ as well. So hard to do.
Yeah, Ridley unfortunately abandoned his try. Oh, and Hyper Mode Moldorm strikes again. Moldorm 1, Runner 0.
He usually loses, but sometimes he wins.
I thought it was the other way around. He usually wins, but sometimes he loses. And this is Trolldorm we're talking about.
Well, I mean, if you think about the amount of times he's killed versus the amount of times he knocks people down, I think he loses more than he wins.
Oh yeah, he's actually kind of a punching bag in A Link Between Worlds once you get Butter Sword and Great Spin. Actually goes down in one hit. Nice, Maniacal somehow getting that Fighter Sword swing in past Moldorm's head for the second item, which is missiles.
But it's our first... Just kidding, it's not crystal.
Yeah, I wouldn't... it is still first Link to the Past Blood for Maniacal. Actually, he drew first blood earlier with the Crate Quick kill too, so...
Well, he's just an overachiever tonight.
So I think the question is, do you CWJ to wreck ship, or do you start Hell Running through Norfair? I think Hell Running through Norfair is the correct move at this point.
Hell Running is
I
definitely
feel like
it. And then Nidoriffic got the CWJ.
Ooh, nicely done. Alright, Graham is trying to rescue the old man, but we lost him for a second. But yeah, Maniacal has, like, more than enough E-Tanks to get to Bubble Mountain right now.
Ooh, he's got to use Ice Beam strats to get there, too.
Ooh, yeah, unconventional strat for sure. He's trying to wall jump off the zoomer there. That works. Because that's how ice physics work. Okay.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah, very impressive.
Well, it's more impressive when you freeze something in midair and it just stops. Like, what happened to gravity?
It got caught in Shaft Supers.
So it looks like
No.
Maniacal's here chilling. He's about to do a Crystal Flash.
Yeah, he's gonna simultaneously Crystal Flash, along with checking Cathedral missiles here. This is actually not a bad idea. Which is Vanilla Missiles.
He knows it's spooky missiles. Spazer!
Spooky Spazer. That's I don't think Nito picked up Plasma.
He hasn't been in Red Tower, no.
Yeah, so that's fine for now, but that's gonna get quickly phased out. Actually, it might not quickly get phased out because there wasn't a lot going on in Red Tower, was there?
No, but that's still not a bad thing to get.
Yeah,
Especially with the fact that we're going to get ice and plasma. A charged wave or charged ice plasma is really nice to have.
It is.
Especially if you get an X-ray.
All right, we got some powder in the bottom of Bubble Mountain here.
As soon as we get Dark World access, we can access Magic Bat.
Pretty much.
Well, we need the mitts too, obviously.
Either that or the hammer. Nice wave gate. Alright, Maniacal getting another health refill here. And is he going to Croc? I think he's going to Croc. That is definitely on the way to Croc.
Sure looks like Crocomire to me. He's going to get something.
He's gonna take the safety save.
No.
Again, not a bad call, because again, you're hell running's dangerous, dying in Super Metroid sucks.
I did not know that there was a save station there. I thought it was a refill. Oh yeah, no wait, I need that one. Never mind, I'm in the wrong place. I'm dense.
Alright, Moon Pearl for Hannibal. And unfortunately, Maniacal doesn't have Charge Beam, have Plasma Beam rather here, which would make this fight a cakewalk, but it's still relatively a cakewalk anyway.
Yeah, Crocomire's pretty easy.
Neaterific, meanwhile, I just noticed having a pretty hard time with Fantoon. I just noticed the music looped like 3 times.
Yeah, Fantoon's being kind of a jerk to him.
But Hannibal's going to take that glove and give us our first look at Back of Escape.
Let's see something cool here. Like an ice rod.
I was about to say, you better not have just jinxed the ice rod to life.
It's the red cane. That's helpful.
Yeah, that's good. It's certainly something we are looking for. The key being in the back there, too, puts the Zelda Cell Energy Tank back into Logic 2, so... that does also confirm it is an item in Dark Cross, so that is lamp locked.
Yup. Which means it won't be the lamp.
That's just about the only thing it won't. That's just about the only thing it won't be at this point, though.
So Hannibal is gonna go check Pyramid or not Pyramid, Waterfall Fairy. I don't think we've seen this yet, have we?
We've seen Waterfall Fairy. I don't remember if we've seen Zora. I think the Zora ledge was rupees, but I think
the magic cape we really just picked up. No, I lied.
I don't think so.
It wasn't.
Now this Maniacal having a little bit of trouble getting out here. He's got to do the tight wall jump. There he goes.
There's another reserve tank. Oh my god.
That's 3 out of 4.
There's so much health!
Yeah, I'm sure Maniacal might actually be thinking Grand Hell Run to Lower Norfair at this rate.
Yeah, no
if
kidding.
Theriasuit doesn't show up before Speed Booster.
It's not logical, but my god, the game's like, you can do whatever you want.
Pretty much.
Forget Varia. Just beat the game.
Actually, I just realized the check this check here for Neaterific, I think the Spiky Room of Death check, I don't think this is actually in Logic without either Speed Booster or High Jump or Gravity, because
It's not.
Speed Booster, yeah, because the water physics here are weird. He got through just fine, which props to him. Also, scammed by the fish.
Of course. Yesterday's, I believe, both fishes were required.
Oh, jeez.
It was a sword on Zora and the Titan's mitts on Catfish.
Wow, I've seen mitts on Catfish more times than I'd like to admit, to be honest.
And the wreck ship E-Tank was just a heart container, or a heart piece, so Neaterific reset.
This is looking pretty much like a get-wrecked ship so far, at least for the first half. Especially considering how under-equipped we are in terms of mobility and, to a lesser extent, firepower.
Yeah, Norfair is definitely the play. Oh, there's a hammer in Blind Rock.
It's definitely the play, all right. So if Varia-Suit is locked by Dark World, that basically means Hell Run's required.
Always bet on Croc.
Yes, indeed.
Except when you don't, like last night. You could have not bet him on last night. He didn't have anything.
Alright, Hammer's pretty big because now, once again, we're literally just looking for Fire Rod to put Pedestal in Logic. That's it.
Dark World or access too, so that puts a whole bunch more stuff on the table.
It does.
It also puts Hera in Logic another time.
Yeah, I'm hoping Book shows up because now that we have a free mirror today, I'm hoping that means we can get an early pet check following Skull Woods. Maniacal might actually do that if Book shows up, just because he's already got the Hera pendant.
Ridley had to take Croc to the prom for quite some time because he ran out of supers.
Ooh, yeah, running out of supers is a bad time on Kraid.
9 energy tanks. Oh my god, there's so much health. We're not even an hour in.
9 energy tanks and knowledge of 3 reserves, so that's a grand total of 12. And I think actually Ridley's missing one too, so.
Oh my goodness. Wait, he just picked up an energy tank. He should be at full health.
He's at full health.
So he's got 9. I can count. It's 7 in a row. Come on, Razor. You're making me doubt myself. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm loony, but I'm not that loony. So yeah, that hammer is definitely access to the Dark World. Once Maniacal finds the glove at the moat.
Yeah, that's all we found down there, though, so just a single, which is unfortunate. That's like one of the worst times when you have to go out of your way to an area you don't like going, because it's for just one item.
That one item is pretty big, though. And Nidorific's gonna have to do the trippers the slow way. Because we have no can fly, no speed booster, no high jump, no anything.
Yeah, our Super Metroid offense has been okay, but our mobility has been atrocious. We're literally still running on vanilla movement gear.
Yep.
Or low-end movement gear, just more.
Not even morph ball bombs to help do an IBJ. There's the wave beam up there.
And that puts us Quispy.
Wow, all the beams in less than 45, well, about 46 minutes. Let's go with that. That's crazy. And Nito's going back for it.
I don't blame him because he still doesn't have plasma, by the looks of things. So he's now basically got everything. Well, actually, no, he doesn't even have. Oh, hello. Who put those there?
So both gloves were on the way to wreck ship.
Looks like it. So now we've got Dark World access 2 ways over, and it's a Swagnet in the speed booster.
Excellent.
Alright, so yeah, Wreck Ship is on everybody's to get items from list eventually.
Yeah, that's our 2 hoist ship today.
Yeah, so much for... And it was all on the top of Wreck Ship, too. Well, actually, no, the glove was early.
And as 2D Tones is pointing out in chat, it is a good possibility that CWJ was in Logic and was the required way to get it.
Yeah, unless we find Grapple Beam or Speed Booster in a non-Midslock check.
Space Jump?
Yeah, Space Jump too. I think, could angled bomb jumps work in this case? Or are they logically
expected? They can be done. I don't know if it's logical, though. The only thing in Wreck Ship so far was 2 sets of gloves. Which, I mean, it's only quote-unquote.
And we see another bottle from Maniacal in front of Wave Beam. And Super is at Wave Beam, so okay.
And Nidorific checked the Wreck Ship Reserve, but I didn't see it. I don't know what it was. Hey, there's our screw attack too. It's not required, but that's nice.
That's big, especially if you decide to do a Grand Hell Run, because that's pretty much that trivializes lower Norfair for the most part.
Maniacal doing another Crystal Flash.
So Nidorific actually did not check the Wreck Ship Reserve. Looks like he just picked up the item below and left, probably because he knew Speed Booster wasn't going to be back there.
Yeah, and there's no point in checking it because he can't get it.
Not to mention, Nito already knows Speed Booster's got to show up pretty soon because Gravity's locked by it.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to show up pretty soon. It could be anywhere.
Fair enough. Right.
He knows it has to show up. He just doesn't know when.
Very true. All right, Ridley Ridley now, after picking up the treasure trove of Norfair, is off to Link to the Past again. Let's see where he decides to go. He's probably going to do the East Death Mountain sweep now.
And here goes Nito down through the Red Tower, so he's going to get his plasma beam here and be really happy.
Yeah, interestingly, the craziest thing is that despite all the back and forth our runners have been doing, none of them have proper Dark World access yet. Nito won't have it until picking up the Moon Pearl from Spiral Cave. And Maniacal still has to pick up the glove from Rex ship. Ridley has to pick up the Moon Pearl.
That wave spacer is pretty nice. We got a blue mail in the Norfair reserve item.
Yeah, we've been, I wouldn't say bare in Link to the Past defense. We actually have 11 hearts already on Hannibal's screen, but 11 hearts blue mail is pretty safe.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, especially for endgame content. Now, of course, you want to have that red mail, but blue mail's perfectly fine.
Yeah, in the early Kane, especially since we have to do ice, I doubt our runners are going to check ice before checking Upper Norfair at this point.
Although having all these items makes me really think that there's something logically in Swamp Palace.
I wouldn't be surprised too, because we can full clear that dungeon. We can full clear that. We can check everything besides the back of Skull Woods, and again, we just need Fire Rod for Pedestal to be in logic.
Fire Rod could be in Swamp Palace. That would be hilarious.
Hilarious and bad. Just bad.
Make it a blind ped pull. Come on, guys. No Aga, but blind ped.
And watch it have speed booster.
Or Varia.
Alright, Maniacal is doing another Crystal Flash here to, let's see, where is he going?
Wave Beam? He's already been here.
Yeah, he's been already in this neighborhood. Yeah, not quite sure what he's doing there. Oh, he's farming power bombs.
It's an interesting place to farm them when you're getting killed, slowly but surely.
Yeah, because he burned
Nitorific is doing suitless, jumpless, everythingless X-ray check here.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough check to do because the spikes do, what is it, 80 damage on suitless.
Yeah, he's been practicing this too, and this is bad juju for him. He's gonna get killed out here.
Actually, not 80, 60 damage.
He's got a couple hits left, and he'll be dead.
He's got the ability to try one Crystal Flash, but that's all he's gonna get. Yeah, unfortunately, one thing that could make this a little easier for Nito would be Ice Beam, but he hasn't been to, he's not been to Death Mountain yet.
Ho ho ho! Nice. He did a spring ball jump off the wall to get up in here. That was very smooth.
Good backup plan, and it's for a cape.
Perfect.
Well, the good news is Aga's dead, so...
Yeah, that's perfect, though. I don't know why he wasted a power bomb there when he could have just spring balled up there, but whatever. It's Nito. We'll ask him later.
Might have been.
Then the gate was already... Well, that's true. You're probably right. And now he's got to get out.
Easier said than done, for sure. Ooh, didn't quite,
Woo! We made it. As long as he doesn't land on another one.
Yeah, he's just gonna Crystal Flash here.
I don't blame him. It's better than trying to get out and dying.
I like how I clearly just heard by that audio cue that Nito was trying to turn on Spacer, but turned off again when Plasma turned on.
Traitor! Trolldorm knocked another fool down.
Yeah,
for both Hannibal and Ridley.
Yeah, Moldorm's having a field day today with our runners. And down goes Ridley again. Alright, Maniacal's now finishing up this hell run here, which has proved to be quite fruitful with that hammer on Croc and Actually, that's about all that was down there.
Yeah, the rest of it was on the other side.
Which, to be fair, you need hammer anyway, so... Yeah, I would actually say that hammer's probably our main gatekeeper item for the rest of the game at this point, because now with Titan's Mitts especially from Wreck Ship, we have Dark Death Mountain access, we have Hookshot Cave access, we have Burna, so we have Spike Cave access.
Chances are that the various suit's going to be behind that hammer.
Yeah, it's more than likely the bet at this point.
Ridley is having a really hard time with Troll Dorm today.
Yeah, this is just a miserable fight with Fighter's Sword, unfortunately.
Ridley is just a jerk. I mean, not Ridley. Moldorm. Sorry. Ridley's a great guy. That came out wrong.
Well, Ridley the runner specifically.
I was thinking about Ridley as the boss is this bad guy, but in this case, Troll Dorm is the jerk. I'm sorry, Ridley. I didn't mean it. Troll Dorm's the jerk. Ridley's a nice guy.
Well...
My goodness, my brain just took a dump.
Well, let's see where Maniacal decides to go next. Bees!
Ah! Run! Maniacal's going to check Magic Bat.
This makes a lot of sense, actually. Just get this out of the way. This is the only chance you're going to get. You don't have Titan's Mitts. You don't want to burn a mirror portal later.
I didn't mean it, 2D Tones. I didn't mean it. I misspoke. I actually like Ridley a lot.
And the bat contains for us X-ray.
Yay, microwave!
Yeah. And in Maniacal's case, if he goes to Red Tower to get Plasma Beam first, that's going to give him X-ray potential for Fantoon and Dragon, and Batoon if we cross that bridge later. So yeah, that would actually not be a bad time to get... Now would not be a bad time to get Microwave. In fact, I bet you Red Tower's next on Maniacal's to-do list. So yeah, everybody's gonna be... We're actually have a bit of downtime here because unless Ridley decides to just drop what he's... Well, actually, no, this is not Dark World access because Ridley still has to go to Wreck Ship for Mitts or Croc for Hammer. You know, pick your poison, really. And the other thing is, everybody's gonna have that Ether Medallion now too, so... Well, Nidorific is gonna go to... Nidorific has to get Railroad as East Death Mountain eventually.
He'll go there once he finds his hookshot.
Yeah, we may need upwards of 2 medallions today, possibly 3, depending on if Fire Rod is in ice.
That would be classic.
Because we can actually... No, we can't get through ice yet. We don't have Bombos. We don't have an advanced fire source. So we can't get any further.
We don't have a fire source, period.
Yeah, we still can't get through the front... much further than the front door.
To be fair, I think that lamp should be able to melt those freezors. But... I digress.
You wish. If
At least
only
it
was
would give
that
the
easy.
functionality of the lamp a little bit more useful. Have it do like a quarter of the fire rod damage or whatever. I don't know. Now we finally get to see what's on the Croc Escape, which we didn't get to see earlier. Oh, well. It's the boomerang. As some people would call it, the best meringue. I personally like red. Or green. The green boomerang's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, we actually really do want to find that relatively soon, because that green boomerang is locking our purple suit.
Yeah, we're going to need that. At some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible to do Dragon without Gravity Suit, but it is not pleasant, to say the least.
Getting there definitely sucks.
Not to mention, I think we still need more gear before we can even try doing that.
I believe we'll need at least high jump.
Yeah, high jump, and we need to do those, like, spring ball, like rapid-fire spring ball jumps. Or morph ball jumps, whatever those are called.
The grappling beam would be really useful, too, because then you could just do the grapple swing thing.
Could do that, too. But there's Maniacal Spring Ball. I'm trying to think, actually, what parts of the Suitless Meridian care package do we have? We have...
Morph ball and ice.
I was about to say, Morph Ball, Ice, and Spring Ball. That's it.
Spring ball. Well, that's what I meant. Spring ball and ice. We definitely need high jump boots. The only thing worse than getting into Dragon Suitless is getting out of Dragon Suitless. Fair enough.
Yep.
And someone probably said that Gale Boomerang is the best boomerang. Sure.
I would agree with that too, because you have no idea what that lets Link do in Twilight Princess. That lets him literally leap tall buildings in a single bound.
I mean, I like the boomerang in a lot of games. The boomerang in Wind Waker is pretty good too.
Yeah, that one's got a lot of control to it.
Ooh, Hannibal.
Oh, yeah, that's an unfortunate KO.
Oh, he's back. He's back at the ship.
Based on the ammo I'm seeing, I don't think he lost much.
No, I think the last thing he did was transition back to here from Link to the Past, so he didn't lose much at all,
Yeah,
if anything.
Yeah, because game transitions do also autosave your game, which is a very nice feature, and it has saved many a runs. Yeah, Nito, you might want to get those flippers.
Yeah, it might be important.
But yeah, safe bet that we've got multiple required hell runs today. And I think Hannibal might actually be confused a little bit. I don't know if he knows Croc is in play right now.
Well, he's managed to do some hard mode tricks. I'm pretty sure he knows most of them, if not all of them. He seems to have some pretty good knowledge, and his movement's actually very good.
Yeah, I'm wondering, maybe he just had to step away. I'm wondering if he is confused about something. Alright, Nitorific with those flippers in tow has transitioned back to Death Mountain and is going to very soon run into his Dark World Access and actually be our first runner in. First runner with Dark World Access by the looks of things, just because of how late Maniacal's going to be getting to this glove. But let's see, it looks like he did a warp to get back to the ship a tiny bit faster. You can get to the village portal without Hammer, but Hannibal doesn't have mitts. Nino might end up missing, actually, depending on when Nito decides to bet on Croc, he might be missing out on that Hammer for a little bit and do Dark World checks first.
Yeah, he definitely might.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Let's see where Maniacal's going here. It looks like
it all depends on which direction you went in, too, because if you go to Rex Ship first, you get both your gloves and your Moon Pearl. So that makes you go to the Dark World, which could have the Various Suit, which means that Various Suitless Norfair may not be an actual play.
Yeah, that is very true. It's really going to come down to if the Various Suit is locked by Hammer. Speaking of locked by things that I wasn't expecting to see, Hannibal is going to do Aga 1. Cannon Burner doesn't work.
No, that doesn't work that way, buddy.
And I don't think he's picked up Cape from X-Ray.
No, he does. There's no way to get there.
Yeah, I think Hannibal might be
What
confused.
Nitorific did was out of logic. I don't think those damage boosts are logical for hard mode, because that's insane.
I don't think so either, no. I think you're expected to have a can fly of some kind, or at least grapple.
Animals like, what do I do?
And yep, it's like I was saying earlier. You gotta hell run to Croc. Hopefully he didn't forget that it's a hard mode seed. There's Maniacal's microwave capabilities.
Microwave.
And this is perfect because he's doing this before Wreck Ship, so actually Maniacal's gonna have a field day clearing that place out.
Yeah, Fantoon's gonna go bye-bye.
Nito's about to pick up that Ether Medallion. Oh, we have a, Ridley unfortunately froze again.
Either that or he's in a dark room.
I think he did a game he did a game transition to go from, he did a game transition from Death Mountain, I think.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell, for sure, because sometimes the dark screen means a game transition, sometimes it means Dark Room and Link to the Past.
And here's Maniacal's trip to wreck ship, which means he's going to get his mitts. He's
Yeah,
going to be happy to see that glove. I wonder if he's going to get it and turn around and leave.
yeah, that's a very good question. I think he might be setting up for it.
I think he's going for the CWJ.
Yeah, it will be in his benefit in this case if he does, but it looks like never
yeah,
mind.
He's out. He's going to have to go back there eventually.
Yeah, this is gonna bite if any of the can flies are locked by Titan's mitts.
No matter which way you slice it, you need to get those mitts.
Absolutely, yeah, you can't get to GT without them, so even if Meyer and Total Rock, even if Ice Meyer and Total Rock were pendants, yeah,
No, you can't legally get the GT without mitts. You can get there, but you're going to get disqualified.
Interesting. Oh yeah, because of like ROM
major
warps and stuff.
overworld glitches and stuff.
Oh
stuff
yeah.
that we don't allow here.
All right, so Nitorific's getting a nice sneak peek at the Christmas presents that is the potential early pedestal. Just looking for Fire Rod, but besides that, we're still looking overall for, we know where Kane is, we might still be looking for medallions, we have flippers already, we don't necessarily need flute if we end up getting speed or getting speed and vary relatively soon, so we can get gravity.
Red
and
Kane
just go to Lower Nifter that way.
Was...
Oh, there's speed booster.
There's speed booster.
Oh, speed booster was mitts locked, which means gravity is mitts locked.
There's our various suit in Hype Cave. That's a pretty Hype Cave.
So, Hype Cave you could get to with mitts, so maybe maybe the Hammer Hellron probably wasn't required. The Hellrons might actually not have been required today. Because, yeah, you can get to Hype Cave without Hammer.
Fire Rod was in Hype Cave too? What?
Okay.
I didn't see that.
I would say that's actually a very Hype Cave.
That's a very Hype Cave. That's Ped Cave right there, baby.
And not looking like a lot in Hookshot Cave, though.
Hookshot Cave was pretty dead, but Hype Cave being hype. What? Since when?
Yeah, not often we get to see that, but
there was a Quake medallion in Hookshot in Cave, so that may or may not be required.
Actually, it's definitely required because Total Rock needs Quake, so the key was under the mat. How convenient.
Yeah, how often does that happen? It happens all the time!
Had a lot more than you might think. Ooh,
and the stun prize is Hortz.
That's fine. Good stun prize. So yeah, with Speed Booster, we can now get Gravity, and since we know about Varia, we actually might not need Flute today this seed.
Yep.
Because we can get away
do a
without it.
Gravity jump to get to Lower Norfair.
So yeah, I think the only hard requirement for hard mode tricks was that CWJ. That was it for Wreck Ship.
Captain, was the Cane of Samaria in the back of Escape?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it was. There you go, Matty Walk. I couldn't remember exactly where it was, but I'm pretty sure it was back there.
We actually haven't seen Dark Cross, granted that's lamp locked anyway, but so yeah, let's think this through for a minute. We might need boots for desert still. We don't know if boots are desert is boots locked. We might need bombos for Meyer, but only for Meyer.
Yep.
And Bo, because that's been conspicuously absent today.
I mean, there's only one of them, so
that's it, actually. Suddenly we've gone from early pet access to not needing much for go mode either. So, an Ice Rod, of course.
Ice Rod on pedestal? The dream?
Could be. Well, Catfish has the other green rupee.
Yay, Greg! The Grumpy Fish has a rupee. That's always nice. Wow, Hannibal Graham just got the CWJ in the first try.
Wow.
Very nicely done.
That's going to give Hannibal Darkworld access via Titan's Mitts, but it is... yeah, especially for Nito and... Ridley, I think, is farming up to try and stave off a KO here, but... This is not going to end
doing
well,
too
actually,
hot.
because Ridley's not getting... It's because the game is occasionally dropping power bombs, which it really doesn't need to be doing right now. Power bombs and
If he
supers.
gets enough of those, he'll be safe, because then he can just Crystal Flash.
Oh, wow, he just got 2 power bombs. Yeah, he's struggling with the wave gate. The gate glitch is where the problem lies.
Go get the wave beam! It's there!
Ooh, this is gonna... Oh, that did not give him a lot of health.
Woo! Whoa! Living on a prayer. Barely.
Living on the edge, more like it, quite literally.
I know
Alright.
we're not supposed to sing on commentary, but I thought that was appropriate.
Yeah, he's just trying really hard to get this gate glitch, and it's just not working out. I can't remember the last time Ridley...
Go! Oh, he's safe now.
Yep, saved it.
Even before Nice Rod on Ped. That's already been called. You can't call my item there.
Oh, yes,
Could be
you
Ice
can.
Rod, Grapple Beam on Ped, and Ice Rod on Shack.
If that's happening, our runners are probably ice clipping through that.
You're not lying.
Because now Meridia's full clearable, to our knowledge, because now we know where since we know where speed and gravity are, we could full clear the whole place pretty much.
Bow on pedestal is a thing.
Yep, it could be. Bow can be on Ped, Boots can be on Ped, Bombos
That's
can be on
devastating.
Ped.
Half magic on the graveyard ledge.
Okay, not gonna say no to that.
In before beautiful animation on Ped. What's beautiful animation?
Good question. Space jump?
Confused. Oh, the
Oh.
Deadpool enemy. Okay, gotcha. And now Nito's gonna go check. Yeah. I are smart, okay?
But yeah, so we have logical pet access, so I'm sure Maniacal is going to be thinking about that for a little bit. Could be a Paradox pedestal. We have Desert Palace access.
Oh, yeah.
Or we know about Desert Palace access. We can definitely do that through Suits and Mirror.
Maniacal's gonna go check the bumper ledge.
Actually, we can pretty much full clear all of Super Metroid except Showcase Showdown. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Or we now have, our runners will soon have the ability to. The progression is really scattered, though. It's the only downside. Because you had the Hammer and Croc, you've had the Gloves in Wreck Ship, you had the Flippers on Ice Beam.
The hook shot in Norfair.
Yeah, Hookshot and Crumble Tower.
Hammer and behind Croc.
The Mirror was in Brinstar.
Yeah, there's progression. A little bit of it here, a little bit of it there.
Yeah, and then the Speed Booster and Hype Cave, not Hype Cave, Super Bunny Cave, Fire Rod and Hype Cave. Yeah, everything is in different spots right now. Yeah, like practically everything is in a different major location right now.
That means our dungeons are going to be empty. Are we going to build a go mode like all 7 dungeons? With the exception of that Ice Rod.
Ridley just found that hammer.
It's kind of funny because the Ice Rod could have been here in the pantry, but we can't see it because we have no way of getting up there.
Oh yeah, because we need Grapple Beam.
Or Speed Booster, or Space Jump.
And the last reserve tank is in the chess game.
Excellent. Holy cow, the amount of health these guys have is obnoxious. Like, I don't even think I've ever gotten this much health in a normal seed. I've gotten that much in a multi-world because, 100% the seed anyway.
Alright, well, Maniacal in Thieves Town, this is going to be a pretty solid, easy full clear of this place. Blue Mail, 8 Hearts, Cane of Burner for Blind.
half
This'll be a
magic
cakewalk.
too.
So far, only the big key and the compass. No items.
Yeah, but the compass or the big key is definitely something going to be up in the front 4. Ideally, you want to see 3 and 1.
Yeah, what you don't want to see is... excuse me, you don't want to see map, compass, key, big key, because then that guarantees
that's
an item in the
terrible.
big chest.
That's just, but in this case, it's not a big deal because we have a hammer.
Maniacal has hammer, Ridley has hammer, but Hannibal and Nitorific are going to end up having Dark World via Titansmiths, and there's the bow in the front of Thieves Town.
Well,
Oh, now we're getting
isn't
somewhere.
that just special? We got almost everything we need to go.
Just about. We're still looking for Ice Rod, possibly a medallion, and possibly boots.
This is kind of crazy how we went from scattered. I mean, the progression's been scattered, but it's been steady.
So there's 2 items in the front of Thieves Town, so we'll see if Maniacal's going to check the bag regardless, and actually, Pyramid Fairy should be accessible right now. Although, actually, technically not in Logic without Lamp, but who's tracking Lamp at this point?
We're not tracking Lamp, it's not on there. I think Nito just did Dark Cross, and it looked like it was rupees.
Oh, I can triple check on the playback.
It sounded like rupees.
Yeah, I'll know for sure when I see it in his game screen. It indeed was rupees, yeah. It was a 300 pack, no less. Which I think that's our 3rd of the seed.
At least our 2nd. I know our first one was real early.
Yeah, our 2nd one was in... I know we saw a 2nd one, I just can't remember where it was.
And here's Nito going to the Dark World via the Mitz portal. Oh yeah, Super Metroid Go mode is definitely available.
Yeah, Super Metroid Go minus Showcase Showdown, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so you get 99% Super Metroid. And this is Hannibal going to give us a look at the Wreck Ship Reserve. 5 bomb capacity, or 10 bombs. It was bombs.
I think that was the Uncle Bombs, but either way, not important.
Yep, just trash. Ice Beam was in Paradox.
Yes,
Yep.
It was.
It was in the 1, 2, 3 right middle chest on the upper half.
Alright, there's an item in the, that's an item in, the maiden cell, and no small key, which means the small key has locked itself in the big chest, so that is going to be a big sigh of relief for Nitorific and Hannibal.
Thank goodness. But it seems to be that all the good stuff was up front anyway.
Indeed, especially with that bow.
What's our blind fun of the day today? Broken pencils are pointless.
They really are.
They really are.
They're a pain to sharpen. They always, sharpen on one side.
Who uses pencils anymore? Really? It's like so last century.
I do.
The mechanical pencils are so much easier to use.
They are actually pretty cool. I used one in high school in particular, and it served me.
You don't have to
weeks.
sharpen it. If it breaks, you just click it a couple times. You got more graphite. They look cooler than that brown piece of wood with graphite shoved in the middle.
Alright, Hannibal struggled a little bit, but got Wave Beam, and
So
Maniacal
now he's
finally
crispy.
gets the... Yeah, Maniacal finally gets the first crystal of the night on off blind.
And Nito is digging. What are we going to dig up today? Anything useful? Ice Rod, maybe? Probably
that's
not.
20 digs
It'll
already, so...
probably be missiles.
This is not a good dig game. This is 25 digs for a red rupee.
It's even worse than missiles.
Alright, Ridley is doing an intentional damage down here to set up for another Crystal Flash in a safe zone. Smart idea.
It's one of the coolest looking tricks in the game.
Coolest looking and probably one of the most life-saving. Quite literally.
It's a shame it's not in any other games.
Yeah, no, not really.
You have any idea how many times I could have used that in Dark Aether?
Oh, jeez.
Especially in Rando?
Alright,
Consumes all light and dark ammo to save your life? Absolutely!
That'd be fantastic. Not sure how that'd be.
Are money smiths today.
Be interesting to see how you could implement that, though.
That would be kind of interesting.
But yeah, at this point, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we've cleared out Thieves Town now. We could do Skull Woods. I think we've seen the front from Nito, and there wasn't much of anything in there.
Nito's going to take the chest on the world
checked.
tour,
Yeah.
and he'll get his hammer or his various suit and fire rod in Hype Cave. He'll probably come back for Skull Woods, although I don't think he's going to go into it without any real reason to. It's a pendant. We don't need it.
Yeah, Stumpy gave us a shirt.
So that's Red Mail.
Yeah, I remember somebody when checked front of Skull Woods. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Ridley or Neorific.
It was Nito, according to our tracker, Razor
Okay.
Flamecoon. Also, it's been over an hour. If you haven't already, give these runners a follow, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have this show to put on for you guys. Also, make sure you give our trackers a follow, Razor Flamecoon and Mad Ewok Herd. I almost said Made Walk Hard again. Once I see it's Mad Ewok Herd, I can't help but see them yet. The Made Walk. Made Walk is so much easier to say. But make sure you give them a follow, because they're the ones behind the scenes clicking the buttons, keeping us honest, making sure we don't forget where things are, even though we do, because, we're human. Also, if you want to give Captain a follow, go ahead. He's a pretty cool guy.
Hey, so is the guy next to me, too.
Hey, we're going to pod. Made Walk Herd? It just doesn't sound as fun. I like Mad Ewok Herd, because the Mad Ewoks, they did a lot of damage.
Oh, yes, especially when they're in a herd. But yeah, Pod Easter, now's not actually a bad time to get these both out of the way. We do know there is an item on the Armos Knights. To answer the question, chat, Variasuit is in Hype Cave, and it's about to show up for Neaterific.
Along with the Fire Rod. However, Pod is not in logic till we find that lamp.
Oh, it's not bow locked either.
Well, we have the bow, so that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm. I would wager runners are probably going to get the bow first before dipping Pod, just because Thieves Town is more likely to be on their docket, since they have, since in Nito and Hannibal's case, they're going to only have West Dark World access at first. But they can get to the other side with flippers, no problem.
Yes, they can. So far, the only thing that I can see that's logically required, hard mode-wise, would be that CWJ.
Yeah, because at this point, we've pretty much full cleared everything that's not Dark World locked.
Because you need the CWJ to get those mitts to get the speed booster.
Yeah, to get to the gravity suit. The only exception would be if... well, actually, if it turns out... hang on. Yeah, it's either the CWJ or the Hell Runs that are going to be required, because if you were expected to CWJ to get the gloves and getting that gravity suit... So yeah, now Neaterific's in Super Metroid Go mode here.
That's
so
a terrible place
next.
for gravity. Terrible. But yes, to answer a question from chat, CWJ stands for Continuous Wall Jump. Basically, it's a trick to remember, a trick to get into wrecked ship by doing a jump over the pedestal in Moat, and then doing a continuous wall jump off the other side of it to get yourself enough distance to jump across the gap to get into wrecked ship.
Yeah,
Or
Samus
to get into the area to get into wrecked ship.
Yeah, Samus is a master of physics manipulation in Super Metroid, and she can literally toss herself onto the same wall immediately. This is the only game that does that. Actually, is it? No, Zero Mission, you can jump off the same wall.
Mm-hmm. You can't in Fusion, though.
Now, Fusion, she can't. Her physics-defying powers are gotten rid of along with her original Varisuit.
That's probably where it was. And Nidorific's going to Meridia.
Ooh, I like this play because the density is certainly there. The density and the ability to pick up that density.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention...
It's full clearable.
Plasma. Yeah, not to mention... actually, no X-rays, so no microwaving shrimp today.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. What's really cool is I managed to do a short charge here the other day, like he's about to. I got really lucky and managed to pull that off. He's gonna be so mad he didn't check that first. Nidorific hates picking up shields.
It's only a level 1 shield. He knows the mirror shield is impossible now because it's on Lumberjack Ledge.
Yep.
It's like, I know its name, it's on the tip of my tongue.
And I got your back like I'm supposed to.
Alright, Mama Turtle is the other shield. That's pretty funny.
And morph ball bombs.
Alright, we finally can fly, but that was speed booster lock. Jeez.
Not really. You don't need speed to get here. Well, yeah,
right,
no, gravity was. Mama Turtle, you don't need gravity seed either, but we would have to have high jump to do this, so...
Okay, so yeah, we were, I guess that's our first logical can fly.
Chat's telling us that there's a second sword in Pod.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Again, progression is literally everywhere else.
Yeah, like that's like one of the first items. That's what 2 items we've had progression in a dungeon. Bow and the sword.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Everything else was Overworld or Super Metroid.
Yeah, it is. Chat brings up a good point. It is lamp lock because in SMZ3, Fire Rod is not a valid light source for dark rooms. And Chad also points out Maniacal did a very swag, and I didn't comment on it earlier, very swag in the dark fairy catch with that swag net.
I mean, Maniacal is one of the best there is.
He is definitely one of the best of the runners we have tonight.
Watering Hole was trash. It was 5 missiles and $20.
We have a couple of other all-star players in the pool tonight as well. We've got Aussie 101, we've got Hitaka, we've got Asder, we've got Apathy Duck. Yeah, we got a lot of the big names here in the race contestant list tonight. Grand total of 10 people.
As opposed to the 21 we had last night.
It's hard mode. Hard mode's tough to get into.
But it's easier to play! Although, I think this seed might have been my death, because I can't do a CWJ.
Yeah, this is definitely a weird, this is definitely a weird seed for sure. Not much going on in the Aqueduct.
I've done a couple hard mode seeds that I haven't had to do any hard mode tricks in yet, except for a gravity jump to get to Lower Warfare. But that's not that bad. I have not done a CWJ. I haven't learned it yet, and I'm afraid to because that's not an easy trick. So we know the lamp's not going to be here in Pod.
Yeah, the lamp's not going to be here, but Nidorific's checking the sand pits here. Going to start with right.
Yeah, well, the gravity suit in sand pits is dead, so the right sand pit had 20 arrows in it.
That's pretty useless. Everybody got free silvers today, too, so that's not going to be too important.
Yeah. And here is Dino Kitty.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
And this fight is going to be quick, easy, done. There you go.
Game over.
You win.
Silver
Perfect.
arrow to the dome piece is one way to take out a Helmosaur.
Alright, so Hannibal is also doing the unfortunate ice beam way to get up to Pass Cathedral.
I don't think there's any other way.
I think so, yeah.
Though I'm not sure if that's logical in hard mode or not. Well, left sand pit's also trash.
Wow, yeah, nothing, very little doing right here in Meridia at this point, besides,
A couple shields.
Actually, no, we've literally found nothing here so far in Meridia.
This is a pretty depressing underwater zone.
Is there a, I know we have Get Wreck ship, but what's a barren Meridia term we need to start coining here?
What's the name of the abyss in the Pacific Ocean?
No idea.
The Marianas Trench. There it is. We call
Actually,
it that.
yeah, Meridia Trench. How about that?
The Meridia Trench. Yeah, it's empty, devoid of life. Absolutely worthless. Although, if you watch certain movies, you dump Transformers down there. You know.
Oh, jeez.
That's where we dumped Megatron, and he came back somehow. Yeah, if I ever need trivia, I'm gonna call on chat. I'd like to phone a friend, please.
Well, Neorific just yeeted past whatever was in the back of Bot Wound and never picked it up, so couldn't have been that important. Yeah, I would suck at pop culture. Trivia, count me out, but execution-based activity, count me in.
Axel Higgs says Empty Meridia should be called the Dead Sea. That's not bad.
That's a good one.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I like the Dead Sea.
The Dead Sea is very interesting. I would like to see it someday. It works on many levels. It's also full of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, not wrong.
That's a good point.
Not wrong at all.
I did not think about it that way.
That's even more perfect now. Yeah, that's definitely what we got to keep it. If Meridia's dead, it's the Dead Sea, because it's full of salty tears. I like it.
It's big, it's dark, it's got nothing in it, and it's full of salt.
Not really that big, to be honest.
Fair enough, yeah. Meridia can be chucked through in about 20 minutes or so.
Revolving Ocelot, it's like 4 in the morning for you. What are you doing awake? To be fair, we've also had all of those energy tanks for about half an hour already, so...
Yeah, it's ridiculous how much health we have this seed. If you count reserves, we can actually literally fill Samus's current visual health bar.
Yep. If you had cats eating mice in your room, that's fun.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that. Cats solving the rodent problem.
Well, I mean, that's their job, isn't it?
Pretty much, actually, if you look into the laws of nature.
Razor Flamekin, we've already determined that you can't count tonight. This is not the first time you've made a counting error.
Oi. Alright, so off to Eastern now from Maniacal. Grabbing that second... grabbing the last item off of Armos Knights. Where was Wave Beam? It was in Missiles in the Sky.
And Ice Beam was in Paradox Cave, Plasma was in Alpha Peeves, Spazer was in Spooky Missiles, and Charge Beam was in
Outside High Jump. Yeah, so the beams weren't too bad today. The progression's just been all over the place.
And this is a Super Metroid Link to the Past full world tour today. We're gonna have to be everywhere.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where we're seeing a little bit of back and forth, and it's not just Super Metroid then Link to the Past.
This is a much better representation of how an SMZ3 seed should look.
Yeah, because Maniacal still hasn't gone to Death Mountain hasn't gone to Wreck Ship yet to pick up Titans. Actually, it's going to be a pretty long roundabout way for Gravity Suit for Maniacal because it's going to be Dark Death Mountain to Wreck Ship to what the heck was Mitzlock that was important again? To
Speed Booster.
Super Bunny. Yeah, to Super Bunny to go back to Shaft Supers. Can you say break out the step counter?
Yeah, and it's assuming that Maniacal even goes back to Wreck Ship and doesn't go mode it.
Yeah, that's actually going to be a huge mistake if he does. I could see him doing that too, because we're still not looking for much. We're only looking for, as far as we at home know, besides just Ice Rod and possibly Pegasus Boots. That's it. And possibly Bombos if we need it for Meyer.
And Nidoriffic's going to check Plasma Beam. It's not a bad call. You can get it, and if it's something important, you keep it. But I mean, at this point, it can just be like what, Ice Beam, because the only thing we really need, Boots maybe. Boots
and Ice Rod, yeah.
Could be a sword.
Oh my god.
We definitely don't need that. We've got enough of those. And Nito's like, yeah, no, I got what, 11 E-tanks? I'm good.
Thank you and good night.
I might be back for that, might not.
And Maniacal giving us a visual representation of that 300 in Dark Cross. And you know what the craziest thing is? Nobody's checked Pendant Swamp. That's been on the table since Hammer.
Yep.
Anything we're still looking for could still be in there. And Pedestal is still not doing so hot, but it's still alive. Because there's only 3 things that could be on there at this point, which 3 is still better than 1, to be fair. Alright, let's see what Hannibal decides to do here. Looks like he's going back to Village of Outcasts and not doing Skullwoods. I don't blame him for that. Fighter Sword Mothula is not brilliant.
Not at all.
But yeah, he's going to do Thieves Town first, which is going to work out because that's going to get him a bow. Nito does not have boots, as far as we're aware. Yes, speed booster, but not boots.
You got Go Fasters in a different game.
If he did pick up boots, I'm very curious to know where they were.
You're not lying.
Unless they just popped up in Meridia while I wasn't looking. Because, yeah, we already deemed Meridia the Dead Sea so far, so,
Mike is doing Swamp Palace! Green Pendant Swamp Palace! Oh, yeah!
Here we go. Yeah, there is a grand total of 7 items up for grabs in this overall from this dungeon. The 6 inside, plus the green pendant.
Yeah!
And at least one of them is probably in Left Side Swamp now, given that we just saw the compass.
Probably.
Granted, we have bombs or cane, so we can diver down that no problem now.
Yeah, Diver Down and Icebreaker are 2 really, really good glitches that are really nice to know. They speed up optimization of these dungeons by a ton.
Yeah, especially Left Side Swamp.
Left Side Swamp is pretty trashy.
Yeah, but
either way you look at it.
Yeah, Icebreaker is just good no matter how you slice it, because any chance you could make Ice Palace easier, you take it, because Ice Palace is a terrible dungeon. Especially when you're not go-moding it.
It's definitely not cool, man.
Oh, yes it is.
They give you the cold shoulder?
No, they give me the enemies give you the cold stare.
I like it.
Alright, jokes aside, we've got Ridley also joining Maniacal here in Swamp. I like this play too. Ridley actually is still looking for Titans mitts. But won't find them until he goes to Wreck Ship. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense that they.
Oh my god! I think that's our last energy
I
tank.
think that is all of our energy tanks because I'm pretty sure there was another one hidden somewhere that somebody didn't pick up.
My god, that's every piece of health in Super Metroid. All of it.
Yep. Too bad we don't have to worry about that Grand Hell run today since everybody's packing which actually turned out to be a fairly easy Varia suit today.
Oh yeah. It wasn't even hell run required.
Doesn't look like it.
Michael was setting up the diver down. Okay, so Razor Flamecoon said there's 17. We're missing one energy tank then.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it is and I think it is an actual energy tank. It's not a.
We have all four
we've seen all
reserves for
our
sure. Excellent diver down. I love how broken this game is.
Oh yeah, and the crazy thing is, we're still finding new glitches. Like Diver Down and Icebreaker are less than a year old.
Yeah, they were found recently. And they were quickly gobbled up because, I mean, especially Icebreaker. Icebreaker is so game-breaking.
Alright, it is off to left side swamp now for Maniacal. And yeah, it makes sense you check both of these now, because you really don't want to come back here.
No.
Case in point.
Well, that puts 100% of Super Metroid in logic.
I'm sure Maniacal's still going to be very happy to see that.
Yeah, Can Fly is always nice, especially one that's not Morph Ball Bombs. That was indeed Space Jump.
So yeah, the only major movement item we're still looking for now for Super Metroid is High Jump, but I don't think our runners need to worry about that now that I got space. The only thing is, I don't think our right side runners know about Shaft Supers yet. I don't think they checked it.
I don't think so.
Which, granted, they wouldn't want to anyway since they're still missing Speed Booster, and I think we have a big key in the back of Swamp. I don't know if we've seen the map yet. I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
Yeah, we have not seen the map. Maniacal doesn't have it.
He's gonna get it right here, though.
Yep.
Or not. Apparently, I used up all my good guesses on earlier seeds this week.
Yeah, I used...
Today I've been pretty bad.
I used a couple of good guesses back in the Prime Rando, too, so I'm hoping that my prediction capabilities are gone. Well, there's the map. So that means the key is on Argus. Or, no, it could be locked behind itself. But either way, we'll know once we kill Argus.
Yes. Or do you mean corporeal Phantoon?
Yeah, that works too.
Phantoon before he died?
Yeah. And then got Gargantuan and other M.
Yeah, and then went supersized.
Admittedly, that fight is pretty cool. Miles better than the Super Metroid one, let's be honest.
I still haven't played it. I wish I could.
Not really good for the story, but pretty good for the action sequences.
Tesla Coil in chat saying defeating Phantoon before Argus is a paradox.
So is reading the book pedestal with book on pedestal.
This is a paradox! Question mark, exclamation point.
Alright, what does Argus have? Whoop. Maniacal ended up spinning and not silvering.
And again? And he's just gonna finish him off with spins, because why not?
Yeah, spins have a nice wide open hitbox here, and Argus has, hopefully, not the big key. Not the big key.
Green Pendant, Ice Rod, come on.
I'll do you one better. How about, Green Pendant Bombos? Or Green Pendant, no, I'll do you one better. Green Pendant Boots, Ice Rod on the Torch, but Bombos needed for Myron Pet.
To answer a question in chat, CV Maniac, you gotta pull the pedestal first to get the book, and then read the pedestal after you pull the book.
That's why the text says this is a paradox, exclamation point.
It's one of the best flavor texts in the game.
Next to why can't Metroid crawl? Which is what you get if Morph Ball is on a tablet or pedestal.
It's perfect. Maniacal's gonna backdoor Dragon. Without gravity.
Okay.
Yay!
I mean, it's doable, but yeah, it's just unfortunate that Maniacal hasn't been to Breck's ship yet.
I also found the trigonometry gun was pretty amusing.
That's
a wave beam.
Wave beam? Okay. Yeah, there won't be too much Super Metroid flavor text on pedestal today, because the only thing that could be there is like high jump boots, and I don't know what that does or what that reads.
I'd like to see it though. I'd like to see what they all say. I wish I could have a database that has them all available.
Yeah, there's no like compilation on YouTube or anything.
Ninerific's going for a short charge. I think this is a stutter 3 to get a short charge to Shine Spark across the gap here.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, when the game decides when you want a speed boost, it checks basically Samus's animation frame specifically for one particular motion in her arm movement.
Instead of Shine Spark, he's like, never mind, I have Morph Ball bombs. I'll just do it this way.
And I'm immune to lava damage because I'm packing gravity. Why not?
He's got it real easy down here. He's gonna go get his hammer. Oh, he's already got his hammer. Never mind.
Yeah, Ninerific got his hammer. Ridley, I don't know, Ridley's had hammer for a while. Yeah, Hannibal Graham needs to still go back for hammer, but it looks like he's gonna go do Eastern first, get that last item. Yeah, I think Hannibal's been, while his execution's been fairly solid so far tonight, I think he's having trouble understanding the logic. Because he did stop earlier before he picked up Mitz, because he didn't realize, didn't think about Rex Ship or Croc. And we also can confirm Ninerific does not currently have Pegasus boots.
Yeah, there's no way he'd be walking if he had them. He'd be a dashing. And we got Maniacal and Ridley going to go check Criteria Power Bombs at the same time.
I don't know how Ridley suddenly got 35 seconds ahead of everybody.
He's using that time stop technology.
Yeah, we might. His stream might be having some minor issues.
It looks like he's got dropping a lot of frames and disconnecting from IRC. He's probably just having some ISP issues.
It might be because I had one minor hiccup on Friday. It should be noted, Ninerific found the mushroom in Spike Cave.
Where, oh where? But first, welcome Speed Gaming main channel with a party of 88 people. Welcome to our Heart and Logic SMZ3 weekly race. But where, oh where is our lamp? We need our lamp.
Oh, so you know something? You could have put off Wrecked Ship until Space Jump, now that I think about it. So that CWJ wasn't even required, I don't think. Well, actually, it could have been either or. You either had to Hell Run for Hammer, or you had to CWJ for Titan's Mitts. One or the other.
I know which one I would choose.
So, okay,
the only one I know how to do, because I don't know how to CWJ, so I'm Hell Running.
So yeah, now that we've gotten that mystery put to rest, we can confirm this is still definitely a hard mode seed.
For sure. Ridley is going to go into Wreck Ship now, which means he's going to be able to get his mitts. And Maniacal just picked up his Spazer by accident on purpose. I don't know. He ran into that thing pretty hard.
Yeah, he's going to want to turn that back off before before fighting Fantoon, because, yeah, Microwave Fantoon is nice and quick, easy.
The Kuchiri has joined us in chat. Hello, Kuchiri!
Yeah, this has been a very interesting seed, because not only has it been, like, pick your poison with hard mode tricks, but everything is everywhere. Although we didn't find anything in Swamp, though. We could have probably skipped out on that one.
What are you talking about? We found a space jump.
That's right.
That's a big deal.
That wasn't Mitzlocked, so... So yeah, in order to, have your Dark World access, you either could Hell Run to Croc or CWJ to Wreck Ship. So you could have done either, and you would have been fine.
Yeah, I probably would have been able to finish this seed then.
And yep, the X-ray scope is out, and that's Microwaved Fantoon.
Goodbye, Ghosty. You dead. Again.
See you another M. Or admittedly, you're a better boss fight.
I'm gonna have to play that game someday. I don't know when, but I'll have to play it.
I don't know if it's on any of the eShops.
I haven't seen it.
You think Prime Trilogy is going to get a Switch version, considering
I
literally
hope
every
so.
other considering practically every other Wii U game now has a Switch port with Pikmin 3 and the Mario 3D Collection?
I hope so, because I would love to play it on hardware rather than emulator.
Fair enough.
Metroid Trilogy version sucks for sequence breaking. Who cares about sequence breaks?
Yeah, that is true. For a speedrun, it's not that good, but casually, it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to get Space Jump first now that I know how, because having Space Jump first is really nice. Really nice.
Not everything, Razor. There are a couple of tricks that can still be done in Trilogy. You know that control tower where you have to send the control tower saying timber? That can still be done in Trilogy. So can skipping the fight in that control tower room.
The control tower is a very terrible room. It really is. But we digress. We're not talking about Prime now. We're talking about Super Metroid and Link to the Past, because they're combined, smashed together by some voodoo magic and some clever engineering. Ridley's tried to microwave Fantoon a couple times and has not successfully done it yet.
Yeah, because you really picked up Plasma, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think, both runners don't have Wave, which would have made this 10 million times easier.
Yeah, because then the beam's a lot wider. So, we haven't found the lamp. It's not in Pod, it's not in Eastern, it's not in Swamp, it's not in Skull, it's not in Thieves Town.
It might be in Back of Skull.
True. Did we find both items in Skull?
I don't think so. And I'm trying to, we've got Back of Skull, we've got Desert, we've got Lower Norfair, we have Ice, so we've got options on the table, but they're not good.
Yeah.
Well, Lower Norfair is okay, because Maniacal and Ridley are both going to get Screw Attack here. I'd actually wager their next stop is going to be, they ideally pick up Gravity Suit from Shaft Supers. Then,
which means they'd have to go get Speed Booster.
Right.
Which is behind those mitts.
Well, then they're probably going to go to Dark Death Mountain next. I don't see why they wouldn't, because there's plenty of density in Dark Death Mountain compared to
I really hope
everywhere
Desert's
else.
boots locked.
I mean, we had a Boots on Pet Seat a few weeks ago.
Oh,
I remember
God.
because you called that like 30 minutes ahead.
Shh. Don't bring it up. They've forgotten about it.
Chat never forgets.
I mean, it was a good call. And the game was screaming, there's going to be something on pit, and I just called boots, got lucky.
Yeah, at this point, I would wager... What's the worst thing that could be on pet at this point?
I mean...
I think Ice Rod, honestly.
The book, which leads to Ice Rod on one of the pedestals, or one of the tablets.
That actually could be worse, yeah, because we've seen Mushroom, or we picked up Mushroom, I should say.
That would be stellar.
Yeah, that would be a bad time. And yeah, Maniacal and Ridley are going to have much less trouble getting this wave beam.
That might actually take us beyond our 4-hour time limit, too. Although it might have to be shorter. I don't know if there's anything after this tonight or not. I don't think there is.
Let me triple check.
To answer a question in chat, no, this is not a co-op race. This is a 1v1v1v1v1v1v1v1v1 weekly race. There are 10 racers racing right now.
Yeah, it's just us right now. That's it. Oh.
I see an Ice Palace.
Actually, yeah, SG2's not booked after this, but we have actually Prime Rando going on an hour. I didn't realize we had a midnight race queue. Jeez.
Oh, God. Who's commentating that? They're not going to make you and me do it, are they?
No, there's crew on it already.
Okay, good, because I don't want to be up that
crew
late.
Too.
I got stuff to do tomorrow. I can't be up that late.
Yeah, me too, actually.
For the first time in a long time, I actually have something to do tomorrow. What are the chances?
It's midnight Eastern, by the way. Alright, yeah, we got Neenerific doing Ice too. I'm not surprised by this, especially with like Icebreaker and stuff. It's like, try and hope that Ice Rod and possibly Boots fall onto your lap here. Although in Hannibal's case, he's dipping this without Hammer. Ooh, struggled a little, but got that Icebreaker for a big key. Yeah, where is our remaining couple of items here? No one's even bothered going to check the Meyer medallion yet. Nino could have easily done that any time now. And as I suspected, Maniacal is going to DDM. He's going to get that speed booster. I don't know if he peaked Shaft Supers. I want to say no. I'm actually curious to know if he's going to decide to dip TR with, after he finds Quake and Hookshot. Maybe gamble that Ice Rod is on Laser Bridge. Oh, did our runners just find another sword and ice?
Well...
Oh, apparently there was...
the book.
So apparently there was a sword and hammer pegs. So that's 3 of our swords known.
And a book and Ice Palace. That's disappointing. And another bottle.
So is that all of our... That's all of our items in ice already.
That was quick.
Yeah. So yeah, we got Vanilla Quake for TR. So yeah, I'm wondering if Maniacal might dip that. That'd be one heck of a gamble, considering... You think Maniacal feels behind given how late the Titansmiths came to him?
Yep.
Or do you think he's still thinking everything's okay?
No, I bet he feels behind right now.
You think he feels behind? He might be after picking up that speed, feel like that after speed too.
Especially with it being hard logic and the CWJ being in logic, that's definitely going to feel bad. Especially after doing Green Pendant Swamp and Pendant Terra Hera to no effect.
Very true. He's gonna check Hookshot Cave first, and then we'll see. Well, it depends on if he pulls out the mirror.
He might do Turtle Rock, or at least go to Laser Bridge, which would be really unfortunate. Hoping that Ice Rod's in its vanilla location on Laser Bridge. Ridley almost jumped over Screw Attack and left it, but I was like, wait a minute, I kind of want that.
The Ice Palace sword, the Hammer Peg sword, rather, is the third sword. Gravity was in,
Shaft Supers.
Shaft Supers, that's right. And yeah, Maniacal's pulling out the mirror. He's gonna at least open the door to Turtle Rock. We'll see if he goes in.
I don't blame him. If you're here, just open it. If he goes inside, though, that'll be cool. And what would be even really cool is if the Ice Rod was in here. And I don't mean that as a pun at all. That would be awesome to see him just full clear it while he's here.
Okay, yeah, Nito's still on Master Sword.
And here comes Cold Stare. Wacky
Yeah.
whack with the sword.
Yeah, Master Sword Cold Stare's not brilliant, but Fire Rod Half Magic does at least mitigate this, and down he goes.
That was very well done.
Ooh, and it was Somaria Lock because it was a key on Cold Stare. Granted, it doesn't matter since Kane fell on everybody's lap anyway, but...
Come on, Turtle Rock, don't let me down.
Well,
Oh,
there's
my
the lamp,
God.
which we logically needed, so
That's
you weren't...
so gross, though. That's such a bad place for it.
Oh, I guess we got a shovel at some point, because Nito dug up the shovel spot for a red rupee.
I can't believe the lamp's in Turtle Rock. Like, that's the last place I would have expected to find that thing.
That's happened a couple times, actually, this past summer with Lamp and Turtle Rock.
What's really funny is you need lamp to clear Turtle Rock, logically.
Yeah. I mean, so it's an item you technically need to beat the game for the dungeon, but it's not the one we're looking for. Whoa!
I'm
Cutting
being
it
not
close
gonna hit
there,
by
aren't you,
that.
Maniacal?
I think Nito's giving us a ped check.
Ooh, yeah, here we go.
Get your ped hypes in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Pedestal hype! There's only one thing that can be on here that can be useful. Well, maybe two.
Just couch cash.
Womp,
Boring.
womp, womp.
Bummer.
Yes, we shall kill it, wish fire. Not sure what that means, but
So, alright, Pet's dead, so that's probably the best news our runners need us heard all day.
yeah. Considering he hasn't done anything but Crystal Dungeons.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. The nice thing about having either Mitt's flippers to get around Dark World or Hammer for the full package is, leaving one item behind, you could still do a lot of stuff. The problem is it depends on just where you end up, because in, like, Maniacal's case, Ian Ridley ended up doing Swamp, which ended up being barren. As far as we know, no one's checked that green pendant.
Yeah, and I mean, that could be our Ice Rod. Who knows where this thing's going to be? That's the one thing I really strongly dislike in this game is an ice rod hunt, because I mean it can be anywhere.
Especially, and the worst is if a runner just walked right past it. Like, Shack Tool's been... I think ice clips are in logic and hard mode, so Shack Tool might actually have it.
Yes, ice clips are definitely in logic and hard mode. And here comes a gravity jump from Nito to get to Lower Norfair. Very well done in the first try.
Actually, chat points out, yeah, chat at least, or, Swamp at least had space jump, so...
Yeah, yes. But space jump's not required, or it may not be required, although it could be.
Well, it was one of the keys... I think I would argue it's one of the keys for getting Mitts and Wreck Ship, if you didn't want to see WJ.
That's fair.
And we're finally getting some Lower Norfair.
Finally, we get to hear the good music.
Unfortunately, Nito's going to have to ascend, or not.
Yeah, he's just going to go the other way.
Yeah,
he's gonna do Meyer first.
You know, this actually isn't a bad idea, because then we can find out what the Meyer medallion is. If it's Quake or Ether, we're in business. If it's Bombos, that could be just about anywhere else. In fact, it's literally worse than... actually, no, it's not worse than Ice Rod, because Ice Rod only locks out 1 check. Bombos, if it's needed for Meyer, locks out 2.
Well, Supers... or the Super Space Jump is not required. Not hard required, anyway, because it's just a piece of heart in the Showcase Showdown.
Okay. Yeah, I think the way the logic was expecting is either Hell Run to Space Jump and Swamp for Wreck Ship, or CWJ to Wreck Ship for Mitts, and then get Variasuit in Hype Cave. Pick your poison.
Mm-hmm. It's whatever trick you're more comfortable with, in this case.
There's the map. And one of these has to be a key, too, so there's only 2 things in here.
And that wasn't it. Oh, could it be? Is this the last one? Could that be Ice Rod? No.
And it is indeed a vanilla ether medallion for Misery Myers. So, yeah, we're just looking for Ice Rod, and assuming Desert is not boots locked, that's it.
Which we'll probably see here soon from Nito. He's already in Desert, so he might just do it right now.
Michael's gonna try and save that mirror portal. Let's see if he gets that luxury.
I don't see that happening.
We've had access to this ever since Titan's Mitts, so
especially considering we have no idea where the Ice Rod is.
Yeah, we do. We just don't know where it is. Could be on a tablet, given the Ice Palace book too.
Yeah, could be.
Again.
Could be behind Ridley. I mean, it could be. We know it's not behind Dragon.
Yeah, again, everything
could be on the Lower Norfair Escape. I mean, it could be anywhere.
Everything is everywhere.
Yeah. This has not been a very linear seed either. This has been giving them some freedom of choices. It lets them go to places that you would ordinarily wouldn't go.
Yeah, because...
in orders you wouldn't go in.
Regardless of which poison you picked, it opens virtually the same number of checks. You just gotta find the right ones. So yeah, there really hasn't been a lot of railroading this seed, except in the early game, with only getting, like, Morph Ball for the first 20 minutes. Have we had I don't think we've had a Mushroom Turn-In, have we?
I do not believe so.
Oh, Maniacal had a fairy. Oopsie.
Well, that's lucky.
Or actually, wait, is he... I was gonna say, is he trying to avoid doing a save and quit, but never mind. That's the fairy he caught in the darkened pod, too, so there goes the swag fairy.
How unfortunate.
And yeah, Ridley's actually following Maniacal's footsteps here, so this is going to cost both of them some time. Granted, no runners in go mode anyway, so it's going to be a while before we can... start really getting a move on here. But yeah, I think we could easily define this as a pretty bad seed.
Yeah, it's definitely not the fastest seat I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is another one of those ones where if you had the spoiler and you could eliminate the wide range, we probably have a much like a just about 2 hour seat, but we don't have that luxury today, do we?
Nope.
We are getting
Everything's a surprise. Here comes a mushroom check from Niall, though.
and it's
nothing.
hearts. Don't need. Whoa, Bucko, no empty bottles. Oh, we had 2 fairies. Interesting. Why didn't Maniacal just get 2 blue? Oh,
Because he doesn't want to waste the money on 2 blues when he's just going to refill one with magic. It's not a bad call. 60 is much cheaper than 160.
fair enough. Alright, so Maniacal is still, or Nidorific rather, excuse me, is still looking for, 1 item left here in Meyer, I think. Yeah, because he found the big key. That's the compass, so... Yeah, we're looking for 1 item.
We already found an item, I take it.
Yes, missiles were in the potential Godmire chest.
Fair enough.
And he couldn't have found the other one, otherwise he would have just taken that big key and just yeeted himself straight to Vitreous.
Yeah, he wouldn't have come back here if he wasn't looking for it.
Oh, chat's saying, 4th bottle may have shown up. Whereabouts? 'Cause I
Yeah,
missed that.
the island. I think we've seen all 4 bottles. Yeah,
The island was our first
because
known
Ridley
bottle for
has 3 of them, or Maniacal has 3 of them, and has a 4th one on the island, and he hasn't gotten that one. So
sure. Okay.
there was 1 in the crate E-tank, and then the other 2 I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember them either, unfortunately.
I usually remember where there's 1 or 2, but all 4. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
The only
unless
thing
they're
I
in-
remember where they're 4 of is all 4 swords, usually, if I find them.
Yeah, that's actually one thing we've been strangely devoid on today is swords. Because we're still, except for Ridley, who's still running fighter, mostly Master Sword. Ridley's Master Sword is in Hammer Pegs, which I don't think he's been to. Well, which he hasn't been to,
No,
or I should say.
Yeah, Nito's still looking for that final item, so it could be here or it could be on Vitreous.
There it is.
There it is. More power bombs, just what we needed.
Now, with Vidi going down here, this is actually going to put Pyramid Fairy into logic as well.
Ooh.
You got a question, chat. Why aren't Wave Spacer and Plasma on the trackers? Not enough room, unfortunately.
Those aren't really major items. We kind of put on the items that are kind of progressive-wise.
Yeah,
Like
Wave...
Wave Plasma Spacer don't really unlock anything. Excuse me. So we kind of just made space for the actual stuff that could actually matter. Ice Beam is actually significant because it provides some progression.
Yeah, and not to mention Torian.
That too.
But yeah, Maniacal's about to get this quick run of items out of... Oh yeah, that's where the other bottle was hiding. That's right. Ice Palace. So yeah, Maniacal's has just quickly cleared out ice here and is going to go straight to Cold Stare now. We'll see where he goes with this, if he decides to take the book and start checking tablets, or if...
Hannibal's about to pick up his hammer, which means he's also going to give us a look at, hopefully he's going to give us a look at Indiana Jones, which we have not seen yet.
Oh yeah, because he's got speed.
Which would be killer if this was Ice Rod.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
If that's the case, we're going to be here a while.
Oh yeah.
It's not Ice Rod. Okay. I saw that first pixel of it and it's like, it's yellow, it can't be important.
Thank God. Thank goodness. That could have been horrible.
To answer your question, chat, we've actually had desert access since Titansmith's technically, because Titansmith's locked Various Suit in Height Cave and Speed Booster in Super Bunny, which led to Gravity Boost in, Gravity Suit rather, wrong game, in, Shaft Supers. So we've had access to, Desert via that way for a long time.
Yeah, I got a couple of gravity boosts earlier. There's the shovel and iced tea.
Yeah, we know that's junk at this point, so yeah, all of our fetch quests are dead. I don't know how that powder went well for Nitorific there.
So, you know, sometimes you just get lucky. And here's Vitreous. If you blink, you miss it. Silver arrows make this boss a joke.
Yeah, and if Viddy blinks, he's gonna die, so...
Here's Ridley going down to Shaft Supers. He's gonna get his gravity suit here.
Yeah, Ridley ultimately making the correct move at this point, because, yeah, that's gonna... Actually, it might bait Ridley to go do Meridia instead of look elsewhere for this stupid ice rod that we just can't find.
As I said, I strongly dislike ice rod hunts. Because it's just so cliche. Like, every scene is like an ice rod hunt. Always gotta find the ice rod, and it's gonna be somewhere stupid. I'm hoping it's just behind Ridley, and we find it when we kill him. Yes, Big Bok, it is indeed ice rod for go mode. Well, most likely. We may or may not meet Boots for Desert. We're about to find out from Nito.
It's gonna be even more hilarious if Ice Rod is on the torch. That
would be epic.
Okay, so if the big key's not in the front, then the crystal is Boots locked. Oh, that's more ambiguous, because what if Ice Rod's on the right?
Well...
Oh,
yeah,
that
dude,
just actually...
if Ice Rod is on right side Desert, that could be devastating.
That actually gives more questions than it answers. I know Majora's Mask Randomizer has a lot of ambiguous items with all the mask quests and stuff, but even still, this is not good either.
That's one item. So, is the chance going to be that both map and compass are on the right side, and the final item is going to be on Landmo?
If we're lucky, yes. That's pretty darn unlikely, though.
Yeah.
1 in 3.
Those are not odds I'd like to take. It's about the same as the odds to successfully navigate an asteroid field.
If only I remember that number right off the top of my head,
Yeah,
I would gladly say it out loud.
Here comes a waterway check from Ridley.
I was about to say, how did Ridley not get a speed boost charge by that point, but oh well. The one thing we don't need at this point.
Absolutely worthless.
3,720, thank you.
Never tell me the odds. It's a great quote.
Unless it's in Family Guy Star Wars, if it's exactly 2 to 1. Never tell me the... Oh wait, actually, yeah, keep telling me the odds.
Silver Rain, don't worry about it. At least you knew the Star Wars reference was coming. I mean, I know that Captain here is more of a Trekkie, but he still gets it.
Very true.
We're all one big, happy, nerdy family.
Yeah, that and
look at us.
That and a couple folks get the Garignac joke when I say it in Prime.
Garignac!
Also, I did not pay attention to what Landmouse had. Let me take another
It was a
quick
map.
look at the playback. It was?
It's a
okay,
map.
so
Map.
There's something stuck on the right of Desert.
Ice Rod, come on, Ice Rod, right side, Desert, boots on a tablet.
That is actually legit the worst that could happen at this point, because now we full cleared Mire and Turtle Rock. Actually, we are actually legitimately running out of checks here.
Where would be the flute?
Every
Ganis Tower, probably?
Probably, yeah. We don't need that anyway. Because we've got Path to Ridley and Ridley Escape. We've got Back of Skull Woods. That's it. We full cleared Pod. We full cleared Hera. We full cleared Swamp. We've checked all the mirror checks. That's it. That's all we got. And the tablets.
Leaf.
And Shack Tool.
And Lower Norfair.
Yeah, I'm just Lower Norfair in general, yeah.
We haven't seen anything down here yet. Holy God, does he have a lot of supers?
Yeah,
we haven't seen a green pendant turn in yet either.
We actually have. Maniacal checked it. It was just more bombs. Bomb cap upgrade.
Yay.
So yeah, nothing of importance, unfortunately, on that swamp dive besides space jump.
Silver Rain, the speed booster was locked in
Super
Super
Money
Bunny
Cave.
Cave, which was locked behind the Titan's Myths and Missiles in the Sky. So we have done all the speed booster checks. And here goes Ridley down to Croc again? Why is he going back down here?
I am not sure. Maybe to check
The
Indiana
pantry?
Jones?
Same thing.
Because I don't think Ridley checked Indiana Jones when he was here before.
I don't think he could.
Yeah, no one could. Because where were bombs? Bombs were in pod, right? Or they were somewhere stupid.
Morph ball bombs were in.
Oh, there they are. There's Ice Rod.
There's the Ice Rod and Mickey Mouse Cave. Nidoryfics in Go Mode. Morph ball bombs
Yep,
were in Mama
he is.
Turtle.
That's right.
Go Mode 21956.
Just about, and that's a good spot to be in Go Mode too, because Nidoryfic can just wrap this up, do Pod Eastern, Go Mode TR, and that's all she wrote. So yeah, this is actually gonna go. This actually works really well in Nidoryfic's favor here.
So this seed really hasn't been terrible. It just progression was spread out.
Yeah,
Like, there wasn't really much troll besides having to do either a Hell Run to get your hammer or a CWJ to get your mitts.
Yeah, I would define the seed as widespread.
Definitely not trolly though. This is not like an Ice Rod on Laser Bridge or anything like that.
Yeah, because Nido actually will be done probably before the 3-hour mark at this rate.
Oh, for sure. He's only got to do Pod, Eastern, and TR.
Yeah, and both those dungeons are pretty fast. All three of those dungeons, I should say, are pretty fast. TR, not so much, but Eastern, he's just got to go literally get the big key if he hasn't already and kill Armos Knights. Which I think he might have already done, so yeah, it's just going to be a quick yeet to the Armos.
Yep, and it's going to be real quick because he's got silvers. Now, the only thing is we need to find that third sword to make the Ganon fight a lot bit easier. Because you don't want to do silver Ganon, or Master Sword Ganon. That kind of sucks.
And Nido's got like 13 hearts, blue mail, and the half magic. He'll be fine. And
I'm
silvers.
not saying he won't be fine, it's just it's so much faster if you have temper.
True. Yeah, we're like practically at the super missile cap. I think the super missile cap in the combo randomizer is 80.
I think it is 80, yeah. Don't we know of three swords?
If we do, I'm not a... Well, Maniakal's actually... Oh, yeah, Maniakal's about to go get Tempered.
The hammered
That's right.
peg is the tempered sword, which means Nidoryfic's not going to get that one. Unless he already did.
No, he didn't. I think I saw him still in Master at Ice Palace.
He's definitely got... where was the third one?
It might have been in Meridia somewhere. It might have been in Meridia, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, Nino full cleared Meridia.
Yeah, no, I'm drawing a total blank on where that third sword was. We can always ask Maniakal at the end.
The first one was in high jump.
Yeah, that one was free. The other one that I caught was hammer pegs. Or not caught, but gained wind of was hammer pegs. I'm not sure at all what the other one is.
Pod. It was in Pod.
It
That's
was
right.
in pod, okay.
Which means we probably will see it. Because Pod is kind of hard to go mode. You kind of have to do everything anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember where specifically that was in pod. Probably the Dark Maze, because I think that particular section I wasn't paying attention.
The Dark Maze, it wasn't the Dark Basement.
Yeah, I think it had to be Dark Maze or somewhere in that
Might be
neighborhood.
the Arena Chest, which is the one right next to the Crystal Switch in that main room where the Hard Hat Beetles are down in the arena.
It could have been. It was in the room with the staircases leading to Dark Basement.
So the Turtle Room.
Okay.
Gotcha. That will probably get checked if they don't have the big key by then.
Probably.
Which I think the big key's on the right side? Question mark?
I think so. Admittedly, I wasn't paying attention to Pod's keys too much.
Nidoryfic doing some really good wall jumps to get up that little elevator there. That was pretty slick.
Yeah, optimizing lower Norfair movement especially is just a huge time save. And if Ridley actually...
Tried to get a speedball to go through here and he missed. Oh, that was funny.
if Ridley ends up getting ice, continues to follow through to Lower Norfair here and gets Ice Rod, he will end up.
He'll be in sword mode.
Well, sword mode, and if he wants to do Gravyless Dragon, just do that too. Because yeah, Ridley's not been to. I don't think Ridley's been to Shaft.
He's
Supers.
in Gravity Suit.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Ridley did go to Shaft Supers. I'm remembering that now.
Yeah, her
So,
swimsuit,
Ridley will be in Go
her
mode.
leotard is blue. She's definitely in Gravity.
That's right, because it was red in Varia.
And purple on normal, so.
Oh, there's Flute.
Hey, Nito's like, yeah, no, I'm not picking that up. It's not very often you leave Flute behind.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it would have been faster to activate it than Flute to 5, but I guess not. To combo Pod and Eastern.
No, you're probably right. Although a save and quit can get you there just as quickly.
Yeah, you just either way you still have to take the portal and walk
Now,
back
the
up.
only thing we may not be in go mode for is we may require Pegasus boots for the big key on the torch in Gaina's tower, which would be hilarious.
21-22 mode, as we call it. I mean, and you know what? Actually, no, boots cannot be on the right side of desert.
No,
Unless
you need boots to get there.
Yeah. Because I don't think it expects you to steal the key.
No, it doesn't.
So yeah, boots at least can't be back in desert. They could be on Trinex, which would just save all the trouble in the world.
Yeah, that'd be killer.
They're probably just chilling in GT, though.
Probably.
Well, actually, no. Desert is logically boots locked because of that key on the torch either way. So no, it can't be in GT.
Good point. Good point.
So boots have to be either somewhere in Meridia that we've missed, like Shack,
or on a
the
tablet. That's it?
I think that's it, yeah.
I think that's it. We've seen everything else.
If Bono's tablet was checked, I missed it.
I have no idea if it was checked or not. Who has the book?
Well, let me see. I think Nito has the book. Anybody who's been to Ice has book. So Maniacal, I think everybody has book now, actually, because I think... Oh, no, Ridley doesn't have book because he hasn't been to Ice.
I'm assuming Hannibal does, but he hasn't checked... Hannibal hasn't checked it yet because he's kind of still there in Ice Palace.
Yeah, he hasn't checked any tablets. And yeah, Nito's gonna pop out here, save and quit, go to his house, yeet to Eastern and Pod, just wrap those up, and yeah, that's gonna be all she wrote. This is absolutely Nito's race to lose right now.
Mm-hmm. Doing a very good job tonight.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, putting off that hammer from Croc ended up not biting him so much.
Yeah, no, again, he did plenty of other stuff and kind of got railroaded into going there eventually.
Yeah, admittedly, Hammer is one of the better things to get railroaded by because it does lock a lot of checks, more so a lot of crystals, but it locks a lot of stuff. Neat just got back from Ridley. He's going to go do Pot and Eastern right now.
For sure.
Well, everybody in this race is still putting in the 100%. I have not seen a dot forfeit yet in the SRL.
Nope. Everybody's still trying. I mean, admittedly, it's not a bad seed.
Yeah, no, it really
isn't
exactly,
that bad. This is a kind of a classic SMZ3 seed, what you'd want it to be. With diverse progression in both games, requiring you to go back and forth multiple times. Because, admittedly, seeing a Super Metroid rando followed by a Link to the Past rando is kind of boring.
It is.
That doesn't make it feel like the games are intermingled. Whereas in this case, it feels like you have to do a little bit here in Super Metroid to go get a little bit more on Link to the Past, and so on and so forth, back and forth. And here comes Ether Tablet from Hannibal Graham. Bum, 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 bum.
Just a lot of love.
Just a big heart.
And Hannibal's on red mail now, so health is no longer an issue for him for sure.
Everybody's on red mail.
Oh yeah, Neaterific went back for
no idea where it was.
Yeah, he went back. His first mail upgrade was Stumpy. The other mail upgrade was
somewhere in Super Metroid, but I don't remember where.
Not Hookshot, excuse me.
Grapple?
It was somewhere in Link to the Past.
I think it was on a Chozo statue, wasn't it?
It might have been. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. Someplace early, but point being, everybody's got red mail. Everybody's
Speed
got,
booster?
it wasn't on Speed Booster. I don't think it was in Bubble Mountain. I think it was in,
Was it in North Air Reserve?
that was it.
Oh, hey, look. There we go. You see, it was in Bubble Mountain. That's right next door
Guess
to Bubble
so.
Mountain.
Yeah, close enough. So, yeah, let's see what this. Yeah, Ridley's gonna full clear Meyer first.
Maniacal's going
Maniacal's-
for some ridiculous stuff down here.
Yeah, this is actually good news for Maniacal because he's gonna run into that ice rod, and that's actually gonna put him in a go mode type state if he wants to gravity suitless Dragon, which I'm sure he could do.
Not without high jump.
Right.
And high jump's probably in Ganon's Tower.
It's probably
this
I
point,
think it has to be.
I mean, I don't know where else it could be.
Besides right side of desert
True.
and Shack Tool.
I don't think we're seeing Shack Tool today.
Or not.
We haven't even found Grapple, so. However, he has been in Logic since we found the Ice Beam, wherever we found that at. That was wicked early. I don't remember
Yeah,
where.
Paradox.
Paradox Cave. Yep, that's right. That's right. It's the upper right hand, the right middle chest in the upper part. Right. I remember now. The Wave Beam was in Missiles in the Sky. Plasma Beam was on Alpha Peebs. Spazer was in Spooky Missiles, and Charge Beam was
Before
in
High Jump.
Haha! I'm remembering things.
And there's the pot
So
big key.
there's the big key. So he's not going to get the sword from the back.
Yeah, I don't think Nidorific Bot is gonna mind. And plus, the
Ch-
Butter Sword, the other sword could just be chilling in GT. Probably is
Very-
chilling in GT.
Probably is. Or, again, it's on one of those places we haven't seen in the rest of their games.
And we're getting a Bombos tablet check now from Hannibal. If we got this already, oops, but no, it was love if we did.
Just heart container on both tablets. What?
They were ancient Valentine's Day cards.
I suppose. Maniacal did check it earlier. Yeah, I
Okay.
believed you. I believed you. I just didn't remember what was there. The sad thing is the game wanted you to go to Turtle Rock before it lets you finish any of the other dungeons. Because of that lamp.
Yeah, that is true.
Logically, the game was like, you gotta go to Turtle Rock before you do anything else.
You could have still single dip Turtle Rock, I think, though. Yeah, because there wasn't anything else locked like by dark or anything. Ooh, nice darkness block glitching there. Saw the block shine a little bit before the lights went out. Was there anything interesting in the castle? Kana Samara was in the back.
And a bunch of energy tanks. There's energy tanks everywhere.
And the Moat Glove put that into logic, so...
I don't think I've seen this many energy tanks in a long time. I mean, this is insane. We've seen them all. So there's our tempered sword from Hannibal in the Hammer Pegs, which we knew about already. I'm betting the fourth one's in Ganon's Tower somewhere. It's gotta be at this point.
Yeah, we're pretty much out of. We pretty much full cleared the game, and that's one of the nice. Again, you were saying earlier about just how everybody's been able to split up. It means we've been able to get a profile of the whole game at 2 hours in.
Mm-hmm. Admittedly, you're way better at putting the logic changes together than I am, but this seed was not too bad.
Yeah, the logic chain was actually not that deep. It's just that one thing opened up so many others.
Yes. Has there ever been an unintentional 100% for a race? I don't think so. Because, I mean, you'd have to literally consciously pick up every item. Have we seen every item location in a race? Probably. I guarantee there's been races where we've seen, high 200s, low 300s item collection, which means you've probably seen everything.
Yeah, GT doesn't usually get full cleared, and even then, no one's getting that big chest.
Yeah, no, there's no point. I mean, I'd do it for memes, but that's it. I would really hate to have to 100% this game.
Oh, that thing jumped at a really bad time.
Whee!
Yep, and that's Gravity Suit for Hannibal.
Press B to yeet. Or A, or whatever button you set it to be, I guess.
It's B in Super. In Super Metroid.
For me, I think it's A. I think I use B to jump and Y to shoot. Because those are the two more common actions.
Fair enough.
In my opinion. And I'm just better at doing the whole XB thing. Or YB thing, because that's Zelda right there,
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Ridley's going to come across that ice rod pretty soon, and that's going to put Ridley in go mode next. And Ridley's going to be in pretty much the same scenario, just the difference is be able to go mode ice.
Yeah, and hopefully that means he still gets the sword, though. Or there's no sword in ice, never mind.
Yeah, no, there's no sword in ice.
What am I thinking?
It's probably, the thing is probably not going to get either of the swords, though.
Yeah,
Unless he's actively looking for one in pod.
Yeah,
And I find that unlikely in a go mode scenario.
Yeah, well, he's gonna need to find a sword because that's kind of important. You kind of can't finish the game without master. Oh, jeez, don't fall, Ridley.
Yeah, don't fall down those cobble blocks. Phase drift isn't a thing until Samus returns. Yeah, in Hannibal's case, he also just needs to go to Lower Norfair to pick up Ice Rod. Maniacal also just needs to do the same thing and maybe pick up Oh, well, yeah, definitely has to get Gravity since High Jump's not showing up, so he's gonna get Ice Rod. But yeah, High Jump's probably in GT at this point. High Jump and the other sword probably both in GT. Because we pretty much full cleared A Link to the Past.
Oh, this is a good seed. I'm liking this. This is a good hard mode. This is like, as I said, this is like the epitome of what you want to see from a seed. where it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Both games equally played. I mean, you've got more checks in Zelda, so obviously there's going to be more time played in Zelda. But it feels like you have to go to Zelda to get something for Super Metroid, to get something for Zelda, to get something for Super Metroid. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is, because it feels like, you have to take full advantage of what the equipment of our time lets us do. Because, let's be honest, who thought combining ROMs would be a thing back in 1990? Or in the early 90s?
Yeah, nobody thought that. The developers may have intended to do it at some point, but they never got around to it.
Well, now they kind of did. It's called the SNES Classic Edition.
Well, true.
But it's not like two games in the same ROM.
The fact that Link to the Past and Super Metroid are in different memory profiles entirely is what allows this game to work as well as it does.
Yeah, it's a shame that we're not going to see like stuff like this ever again, which means we're not going to get something like a Wind Waker Metroid Prime combo randomizer.
God, I don't even want to. That's so many places to go!
Well, not if you're playing like in Wind Waker's tournament settings, where 2 of the dungeons are guaranteed barren.
That would be nice. But, to be fair, Metroid Prime has 100 item locations, just like Super Metroid does. I don't know how many Wind Waker has, but I think it's probably more than 216.
I think... You know who the better one to ask about that would be? Gymnast86 is pretty good with Wind Waker Rando.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
There's a lot of good Wind Waker Rando players.
There's a lot of good Rando players of every game.
Very true.
Rando is a really great community to be a part of. Animal, stop pressing the speed button. You could jump higher. Skyward Sword and Corruption? Ugh. I've never beaten Skyward Sword, so I can't say anything about it, but I would not want to combine that with Corruption. That's 2 enormous games. No thanks. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, Skyward Sword has a lot of side quests, a lot of chests. It's a ginormous game.
I mean, it's supposed to be
I actually
massively...
Yeah, I haven't even beaten it myself. I stopped at Skykeep. I couldn't be bothered to finish it at this point.
I never got the opportunity to play it because I didn't have a Wii for very long. My parents got a Wii, and then I went and joined the military, so I never got to use it.
Yeah, the Wii was a good console. Led a good life.
I mean, if you knocked it down where you had like the Wind Waker thing, where you had several dungeons not required, that might make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, the other problem, especially with Corruption and what's it called? Corruption and Skyward Sword would be story triggers. You basically have to slice all of those off.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Twilight Princess and Echoes. That would be kind of cool.
That would be all right.
They're both thematically dark.
All right, we got our first Trinex fight of the night. Finally, but it's got to be a hammer boss for Neatorific since he's leaving the Firehead alive. This is
he doesn't want the floor getting dirty.
Fair enough.
I don't mind. I don't blame him. Having a dirty floor is never fun.
Yeah, it takes a while to clean.
This gets slippery and gross. That's a very clean hammer fight.
Oh, chat brings up a great point. We never saw Pyramid Fairy.
And chances are we never will.
Oh yeah, we won't. By the way, folks, that is Neatorific's 7th crystal. There are 22 locations in the basement of Ganon's tower where we could have a big key, one of which we can't get to right now because we don't have Pegasus boots. So get your guesses in chat between 1 and 22 where you think that big key is going to be showing up.
If you guess right, you win a nice prize. Oh god, if it's on the torch, dude, I'm done.
If it's on the torch, we're going to be here a long time.
Yeah, because those boots. I mean, to be fair, it's good that the boots can only be in so many places now.
The problem is those so many places are literally opposite corners of the world.
Yeah.
Because what have we got? We can't. It can't be GT because of desert. So it's
It could be
either
Fan or not Fantune.
Shack. Yeah,
Shack
Shack
Tool,
Tool. Shack Tool.
Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy.
That's like it.
Yeah, Shack Tool, Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, that's it. Shack Tool or Pyramid Fairy.
Nito's going straight for the left side, so we're going to see right
boy.
away.
Oh,
It's a key. It's not the right key though.
I'm
So
sure.
Nitorific's in full go mode.
I'm sure Nitorific's hard dropped for a split second.
He's like, whoo! Dodged a bullet there. Yeah, I know, chat. It never happens to be what we want it to be. Which means the boot's still not going to be in here, so...
Yeah, the only thing that could be in here that would be mildly useful
Number
is high
3.
jump.
Number
Well,
3!
If you guessed Hope Room followed by Torch, you would have been the winner anyway. So the winner,
Tesla
the actual
Coil.
winner is
Tesla
Yep.
Coil wins. Number 3.
3 Kappa.
GG's to you. You win a lifetime supply of Super Metroid Link to the Past Combo Randomizer seeds. To claim your prize, go to samus.link and play as many seeds as you want. And if you're looking for an additional challenge, you can go to alpha.samus.link and play the Key Sanity version. Because if you didn't hate yourself already, you will after doing one of those.
Oh yeah, how's that coming along?
It's interesting. I've done 1 seed so far. It took me 4.5 hours.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, my go mode item was the crate boss key behind Dragon.
Oh wow. Yeah, I would love to see like an SMZ3 Key Sanity.
It's fun. It's definitely more complex. You have a lot of backtracking and there's a lot more double dipping, triple dipping things.
Oh sure.
Because you go in to get an item, then come back to go somewhere else to get more keys, to come back to get more items. I mean, it was fun. I had a good time. I played a hard mode seed too, so it was even better. I didn't have any hard mode tricks required, but it was fun. I actually enjoyed it. If you like puzzles, it's a good way to go. I personally like Key Sanity, so that's one of my favorite items or playstyles, but it's a long seed.
Now here's the question, because it looks like Maniacal's probably just going to kill Trinex and then kill Ganon. Well, actually, it depends on if he clears more of the dungeon to look for high jump boots. But do you think after Ganon, he's going to go to check Shaft Supers right after from the ship since it's close? Excuse me.
He might.
Or go to Dragon. Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see how Maniacal finishes this up.
Don't know if he's going to check Shaft Supers. Like, it's not something on his mind right now. Well, congratulations, Tesla Coil, for a gift sub from Lenofis. There's your prize. GG's.
Yeah, enjoyed. SG2 has a nice complement of some emotes for you.
Lenofis, thank you very much for that. That was very nice of you. Helping support the speed gaming community. Because we're all volunteers here. We're all working for free.
And we enjoy every minute of it.
Yes, it is definitely fun.
Especially with a seed like today where there's a lot to see and a lot to talk about.
Yeah, this has definitely been a very interesting seed. And I really enjoyed this one. I did. Like, last night's seed kind of sucked. Just because it was so trolly. But tonight, this is a good seed. This is a really... it's not trolly, but it's definitely making you use the game mechanics.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, at the rate we're going here, actually, Nito, Maniacal, and Ridley are probably going to finish... I wouldn't not right next to each other, obviously, just based on to-do list items, but it's not going to be too far of a gap between finishes for these three, especially Maniacal and Ridley's case. But it's going to be real interesting to see how Maniacal handles Dragon, if High Jumps does not show up in GT. Like in the top 4 here would probably be the best spot for them, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's not it.
I think actually Nitorific did need that key.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, no, he didn't. Yeah, it was one key too high. And Moldorm strikes again.
Moldorm's just like, nope. Nope. That's what, the 7th knockoff today?
Yeah,
He's
it's
knocked
like,
off more runners than he's died, that's for sure.
yeah, it's like 8 or 9, because Ridley had like a 3, had to go like round 3 or 4. Wow, almost went after him again. It's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Nope.
I'm gonna get you.
You got him! Got him!
Ah, jeez. Yeah,
At this
no,
point, this is hard for funny.
yeah, we're gonna have to give everybody trouble for this one because yeah, Moldorm just ranked on everybody today.
Moldorm is living up to his name today.
And Nito's like, all right, screw it. I'm breaking out the hammer, pound the guy to death.
Yep, one more hit. Oh, Got him again!
Trolldorm, 12 runners, 4.
4? So far?
Yeah, 4. Round 30, fight. Actually,
No.
it would have been Trolldorm 3, or players 3. 'cause,
Nitorific
yeah, Nito.
he needed new hero, that's right.
Yeah, so it's actually
Good call.
Trolldorm 12, now it's runners 4. Watch this be high jump. Please let this be high jump. Aww.
You got high hopes, my friend. I bet it's behind Ice Armos.
Not as bad as Tile Room. But yeah, Maniacal
The
is
big
on
chest.
Oh, geez, that's actually that's like the worst. But yeah, I think Maniacal is on the Maniacal's gonna be on the way to GT2, but Ridley's in item go mode, but is still short a sword. Hopefully he'll pick this one up in pod.
He gets one here. He probably will full clear looking for a sword. Meanwhile, Nidorific's on Econometry 201. So far he's got a double and a single and a double.
Yeah,
So I think he's got one more hit. Nope, I lied.
I think that first hit actually wasn't even a single. I think he's at 5 now.
Yeah, one more hit,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah, not the best Ago 2 out there, but
20211. I mean, it's not terrible. It could be worse.
yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Could be like 010010101011.
At
Or
that
in
point,
binary,
Agonim's just
13.
at that point, Agonim's just telling you no in binary.
Yeah, he's like, nope.
All right,
Sorry, go ahead.
let's. It is time to fight the big pig. And what does he say today? Let's tell him Link to back off. You kind of can't. We have to slash him with the Master Sword.
Yeah, we gotta get up nice and close and personal for you today.
Oh, and Hannibal, he checked Plasma, but reset because Plasma had nothing.
We had an
Well, not
energy
literally.
tank.
Not literally nothing, but nothing.
I wish we could see nothing. That would be awesome. You get nothing!
For those who aren't aware, there's a joke item you can get in
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime where the item literally does nothing and it says it is a nothing item.
It says you have received nothing. And it is 12 spins per phase for Ganon, and then 4 spins for the phase 3, and 4 spins for phase 4 in this case because we have silvers. If we didn't have silvers, it'd be 24 spins, which is obnoxious.
Especially
But
given
Nito's
that-
more than capable of doing that.
Yeah, Nita's already burned one of his blue goos too, so unless he's got another one on standby, he's gonna have to be mildly careful. Keyword mildly.
He's already past the hard part.
Yeah. He's got silver. Everybody's got silvers. It's like, did you find the arrows in like the first 10 minutes of the game?
Yeah, they were pretty early.
Yeah, they were in high jump. So yeah, they were totally free today. It's like who doesn't check that in the early game? Oh, Ridley's.
He's straight up
Ridley
Gomo
is
in this.
Yeah, he's not going to get that sword. Alright, let's see what Maniacal ends up doing here.
Nito almost took a trip.
Okay, there's already been enough falls today.
Yeah, this is the boss you don't want to fall to. Like, Trolldorm's bad, but this one's worse.
Yeah, because Ganon regenerates. It's like, it's even after the bridge loads, it's like, really, dude? The Triforce was right there, and you blew that?
Yeah,
I really
like,
wish there was...
Oh, that would be awesome.
I really wish there was a dialogue
like, how did
for
you
that.
not get the Triforce, you dingus?
Exactly, that's exactly what he would say. Yeah.
He likes calling us a dingus for some reason. But ladies and gentlemen, get your single G's in chat for Nitorific. He's just got across the 1x3 bridge, which is very treacherous, but has claimed many victories before. And now Nitorific's off to fight the Mother Brain.
Yeah, we
with
will
his
be
14 energy tanks and everything else.
Yeah, we will be done with this race quite soon here. Or at least done in Nitorific's heat quite soon.
He's not even going to save. I mean, he's got enough health to do this, so he's fine.
He's got plenty of health, full beams. Yeah, cakewalk. Hannibal has still not, and Hannibal's actually not really in any position to get that ice rod in a timely manner, unfortunately.
No. He's pretty good kitted out, though. He's got red mail and tempered sword, so he's feeling pretty confident about his execution abilities now.
Yeah, execution really hasn't been an issue, to be fair, for Hannibal for this race. His hiccup really was just logic understanding, I think.
Yeah, and routing was a little bit sketchy too, but he's been slowly plodding along and methodically checking everything, so he's been keeping up. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, we'll see.
His execution is very good. Getting CWJ on the first try is excellent.
I think he actually took 2 tries later, but the second attempt was nailed. Unless I was looking at Ridley and am just totally derping, which I may be.
He may have taken the first jump to get the item.
Yeah, I know he definitely went. It was actually the first to find gloves, if memory serves.
Maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Ridley who found the gloves first. Or was it Nito?
But yeah, let's
Who knows? that was 3 hours ago. I have no idea.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, because, yeah, Moat is, like, one of the first things you check, and, oh, Maniacal missed that, lower right whiz robe. Bummer.
I still can't do that room the way these guys do it. Man, I've tried so many times to get 3 whiz robes in one hit, and I can never manage it.
Now, this conveyor belt's actually pretty dangerous without Pegasus boots, but Maniacal, not too concerned, apparently. Nitorific remembering to face right.
Well, he didn't have high jumps, so doing baby skip was not going to happen.
Fair enough. Although we have yet to see in a race another one of Aussie 101's patented new discoveries is the baby skip short charge.
Hannibal Graham stole a key from the back of Desert and now can't complete it.
That is actually the worst possible scenario right now, because Hannibal's going to effectively have a dead game until those boots show up.
And he's not going to find... Where are they?
Unless he's... Oh yeah, and he's just hard reset, so... Yeah, he's got to either go to Shack Tool or...
Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy, that's it. That's all he's got.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's gonna be really bad news for Hannibal.
It's a very nice speed booster Zeb skip from Nito.
Indeed.
Down goes Mother Brain 1, and now we're on to Mother Brain 2. That's your fault, Captain.
No, I was saying that Nito, SP, and Maniacal would finish in relatively tight times, but more so Maniacal and Ridley. I didn't say Hannibal was in that list. I will defend myself when need be.
There's a double. These patterns are trash.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my God, Aghanim, what are you doing?
Trying to not let you hit me.
That was a good double, though. 2 doubles out of that. Those patterns getting doubles, that's pretty impressive. Okay, Nito's gonna go for a stand-up glitch. I still haven't figured out how to do this.
Yeah, this is a really good idea. Just get this over with. Try and finish as soon as you can.
Like, I get to this point, and I damage myself down, but I get hit by the next rainbow beam, and I can't figure out why. Maybe I don't damage down fast enough, I guess? I don't know.
It might be, because you know it's done correctly when Mother Brain roars at you before firing the beam.
Yeah.
Because that's the cutscene trigger, essentially.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah, so that might be it. I think you might be just damaging down too slowly.
Hannibal, you're not going to be able to IBJ this.
You can take a sweet time, though, because Gravity Suit protects lava damage.
I don't think this is IBJ-able, is it?
I think it's depending on how the Namahe reacts. He might be just trying to get up to the wall so that he can do the rest from... Oh, actually, that's not even possible, because you don't get a spin jump after a bomb jump, do you?
Spin. No.
And Power Grip wouldn't become a thing until Fusion.
The baby!
Uh-huh. Alright, Mother, time to go. But yeah, it's
Taste
gonna be
the rainbow!
Yep. Yeah, that Namahe is not going to cooperate with Hannibal.
No, it's not an easy thing to do. I don't think it's possible. And you can't do it off the spikes because you stop spinning when you hit spikes.
Yeah.
So his options are to gravity jump or go to swamp. He's leaving. As is Nito. Single G's in chat from Maniacal, though, who's taking down the Big Pig. Without us even looking. We didn't even notice there was a second cannon fight going on.
Yeah, Maniacal, well, he had Tempered Silver, so yeah, that's an easy, easy bacon meal.
The Baconator.
Breakfast is served. Breakfast is served. That needs to be a Triforce message. Breakfast is served.
Hannibal, what are you doing?
Is he trying to set up a short charge?
Yeah, I don't think that's a way to do this.
I'm not aware of one. Then again, I am not nearly an expert when it comes to execution
Maybe
capabilities.
somebody who knows more about the game is in chat and can tell us. Somebody like, I don't know, Aussie or... Oh wait, they're racing. Never mind.
Yeah, I think they're still racing. We can check once Nidorific finishes.
Getting a Shine Spark is the optimal strat for any percent, but it's really hard. Okay, Asder, thank you.
Oh, Maniacal's going for Shaft Supers.
Good call, Maniacal. He's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather do this than have to go do Suitless Meridia.
And
Nidorific is not going to save the animals because he's a heartless guy and never does.
And now Maniacal is in true go mode.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get your GGs in chat for Nidorific, who finishes first on the restream and 4th place overall with an official SRL time of 3:03:20. And immediately after Nidorific finishing, Hannibal Graham has forfeited.
Ooh.
First place was Asder with an official SRL time of 2:39:05, followed closely by Aussie 101 at 329 or 239.20. And then Apathy Duck finished third place at 253.03. And we are joined by the Neaterific. GG's.
The Nitter, yes, GG.
So, interesting seed for sure, right?
I was so sure scouting Gravity early would be an advantage, but there was nothing in Meridia.
No, there wasn't.
We've
Meridia
called
was
to
complete
taking
trash.
Meridia like that. Meridia is now called the Dead Sea when there's nothing in it.
And Norfair had a bunch of stuff.
It
Yes,
did.
it did.
It had pretty much everybody's Go Mode Ice Rod. Although Maniacal's was Gravity Suit. He just picked it up out of Shaft Supers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a really strange seed because it wasn't really doing a lot of railroading per se, but everything was everywhere, as I've been saying.
Well, if you don't get baited by Gravity, you save at least 16, 17 minutes not doing Meridia.
Fair enough.
And if you do Lord Norfair as soon as you can, there was no reason not to, we had full beam combo, so it's not like ammo would be a problem, and we had screw attack too. You would have found Ice Rod pretty early and be in go mode. The only dungeon item was bow in Thieves Town, I think.
I think so. That
Everything
and
There was one other one.
Yeah, Space Jump and Swamp, left side Swamp. So here's the thing. The game, it was hard mode regardless, but you had to basically pick your poison for how you wanted the hard mode to go. You could either do what you did and CWJ to Titan's Mitts and wreck ship, or you can get Hammer and Croc, go to Hype Cave to get Various Suit, and then go and get Space Jump and Swamp after Hammer, then go to Wreck Ship.
Hookshot was at Crumble Tower, then that led to Moon Pearl, no?
Yes, that too.
Yes, but the glove and the hammer the hammer was Hell Run, so you had to get it was either a Hell Run or a CWJ to get to Dark World.
We had Spring Ball, so technically you could have done the Spring Ball jump thing that was used to be in normal logic, but not anymore. I wanted to do that, but I forgot how to do it, so I figured I'd just CWJ. It's kind of like a mid-air Mog Ball, so you maintain your speed while you mid-air morph, and then you can just hold jump.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. That's cool.
So I forgot how to do it. I wasn't sure. Didn't want to relearn it in a race. So it took me about 2 minutes to get this to the WJ. Could have been worse.
Could have been better. Could have been worse. Yeah, for sure. But it was definitely a hard logic seed. It was definitely the hard road things that required. You guys had enough energy tanks to hell run Lower Norfair, though, for sure.
Yeah, why don't we talk about that for a second?
I think we found all but one.
Yeah, literally all but one energy tank. Maniacal literally has 13 plus all 4 reserves.
I wonder... Oh, where was Tempered?
Tempered was in Pod, actually. Because
Yeah,
you go moded Pod.
The turtle chest.
Oh. Unfortunate.
We don't know where the fourth sword is. We haven't found it yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen any bit of GT besides the front section.
And no one found boots, even though they were logically required.
Yeah, and actually that's one of the reasons Hannibal forfeited, because he stole a key in Desert. And that ended up pretty much making his game a nightmare.
Yeah, boots are either in Pyramid Ferry or Shack Tool. Those are the only places they can be.
I checked, Gold Torizo wasn't there, and it can't be in GT because they were required for Desert.
Right. So Pyramid Ferry or Shack Tool are the only two places.
We need to find where Grapple was.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had Ice Beam, so technically Shack Tool was in Logic.
We need high jump boots for that to be in Logic.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You can't
Those are probably in Ganon's Tower, and we're joined by Hannibal Graham. GG's. Maybe. Don't forget to unmute yourself.
I put push to talk on. I totally forgot about it.
Gotcha. GG's and welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had to forfeit. I was like on a hell of a roller coaster, and I got confused by the seed so many times I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, we saw you were struggling a little bit, just trying to figure out Dark World right before you picked up Mitts and Rex ship, I think.
Yeah.
However, your execution was pretty good. You got that CWJ. That's not an easy trick to do, and you managed to do it real quick. So your execution was great.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I've ever done a CWJ, and I was just taking it from memory of watching like Shiny Zenny do it, and I was just like, "Wow, I got it first try."
Yeah, it was pretty impressively done if you've never done it and you did it on your first try. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I think... you
ahead.
first, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I didn't. Is CWJ required in the hard seeds?
It can be, yes.
Yeah, that's where I.
Today's was either a CWJ to get your mitts to get your Various suit in Hype Cave, or Hell Run to get your hammer to get your Various suit in Hype Cave, or your space jump in Swamp
Left side
Palace.
swamp.
So yeah, you pick your poison. Do you want a CWJ? Do you want a Hell Run?
Obviously, I tried both, and yeah, there's a lot of routing I did in that run that I don't normally do because I was like, I don't know, I was getting thrown all over the place, so I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, the seed was weird in that there wasn't a lot of railroading. It's just that everything was everywhere. Because Ice Rod is in Lower Norfair. It's on Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I figured it was down there somewhere, and I had a feeling that there was something in Swamp Palace, but like I was just getting brick walled a lot, and I was just like, you know what, I don't want to spend another hour doing the seed tonight. So
Ain't no shame in that.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it would have been a while because we don't know where Pegasus boots are, and since you stole that key in Desert, you would have absolutely needed those to finish. Which the only two things we can think of are Pyramid Fairy and Shack Tool, but if it's Shack Tool, Pyramid Fairy's got to have high jump.
Or grapple.
yeah, so in the end, I would have made the seed even harder for myself.
We got a volunteer in chat gonna go check Pyramid Fairy for us to see what's there. Thank you,
Yeah.
Hitaka.
Yeah, Hitaka finished in 5th place with an SRL time of 3:05:43, and we also have Herekness finishing as well with a time of 3:06:45. So yeah, now everyone's starting to wrap up here.
Hitaka saying the ultimate troll would be Boots and Boots. High Jump and Pegasus both in Pyramid Fairy would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that the credits don't show you where all the major items were, like in Prime 1.
Or, the Super Metroid randomizer.
Ah, interesting.
The Vario randomizer does that. I don't know if the other one does, but the Vario one does. Oh man, this was a seed though. I mean, it was definitely the epitome of seeds, where it would be, it makes you go into each game back and forth, getting progression rather than completing one then completing the other. So if you're looking for a traditional SMZ3 seed, this is what you want to see.
Now, I do want to ask you this, Hannibal. Did you feel comfortable with your health today?
Oh yeah, I had so much health, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Maniacal actually has like 17 total E-tanks from all
And he
four
just had
reserves and
to
13
had the
normals.
damage down from full health, so he had to do 7 E-tanks worth of damage.
You only equip Varia, so it's faster.
I still need to
Yeah.
learn this. That I can't wait to learn stand up. I want to so badly.
Stand up is kind of like spooky in that there's a few do's and a lot of don'ts.
Yeah,
Pretty
I'm gonna have to
much.
have you teach me at some point.
Yeah. Now, in SP Ridley's case, SP Ridley's actually looking for a sword because he only has Fighter. He never went to Hammer Pegs and Go Moded Pod. So he's looking for that last sword, which means hopefully he'll full clear GT because we think that's the other place where that other sword could be.
It's not many places it can be at this point. I mean, Meridio was absolutely empty. There was nothing there.
And another energy. Oh, you know what? The energy tank Maniacal doesn't have is the energy tank on Plasma Beam.
Oh, right. I scouted that.
Yes, you did. And you were like, nope. I have no desire to get that.
This is going to be a very short Hyper Beam section for Maniacal here. 3 shots?
Did anybody else see him teleport to the top of the screen?
No.
That was interesting. Okay, I'm not crazy.
Maybe he took a damage hit?
I don't know. It was pretty funny.
Hey, I'm gonna take a look at the playback and see what caused that.
That was pretty interesting. All right, now we got 3
yeah,
minutes
that was
for Maniacal to get out.
Yeah, that was a graphical glitch, I guess. Because he was facing right. He actually was in 2 places at once.
That's impressive. I wish I could do that.
The game doesn't know what to do when you're facing right when you're about to gain the hyper beam.
That explains a lot. Then again, the game doesn't know how to do a lot of things when even the slightest bit is off pace, right?
Captain, do you want to know what's in Pyramid Fair, or do you want to see if Ridley checks it first?
I
don't see him checking it anytime soon.
Yeah, why don't we wait and see at least until after Maniacal crosses the finish line? And have a few words with him before we find out? Because, yeah, Maniacal is on the climb out, and he's going to be done in less than a minute here.
Yep. He's already speed boosted up the shaft of the escape sequence, so now he just has to jump up this stupid little platform thing, not save the animals, because nobody ever does, and bounce his way to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs in chat for Maniacal, who's finished second on the restream and 7th place overall with an official SRL time of 3:15:28.
That's going to be a GG for Maniacal. We'll see if we can get him in here to join us in the booth.
I'm sure he's got some things to say.
Especially against Moldorm. Can we talk about that, please?
Yeah, Moldorm kicked y'all's butts today.
That platform is a play when you only have Master Sword. Because when you're holding a sword charge, he's faster than you. So if he charges you, you're kind of screwed.
Pretty much, yeah.
And if you use the hammer, you don't have a thing to bounce off of, so he just pushes you off the edge anyway.
Yeah, that platform is a pain. I was already tilted by having full clear Meridia for nothing.
I think that Trolldorm is like 12-4 today. He's knocked you guys down 12 times and got killed, well, now 5 times.
Part of my
12 and 5.
Part of my problem is my adapter. I got this Tommy thing. It's gotten worse over time, but it basically does inputs for me. That's why you'll see me do like short jumps or turn around or duck.
That's never fun.
Is it a Tommy controller or just the adapter?
Just the adapter. I got my Super Nintendo controller there.
And
That's
Maniacal
weird.
joins us here in the booth. Maniacal, GG to you.
Was it though?
I mean,
Really?
you tell me. Did you at least have fun?
I laughed about it. I don't know if that constitutes fun or not, but yeah, why not? We'll say we had fun.
Oh, I'm sure you weren't complaining about your health, though, were you?
No, I actually was really upset about my health. I was like, I don't have high jump boots. This is gonna take forever.
Yeah, for sure. Can't baby skip, so you're gonna have to drain 13 energy tanks. Enjoy.
And 4 reserves. I didn't have to drain those, but I'm pretty sure I had them all.
You did. You had literally... There was only 1 energy tank you didn't have, and I think it was the one in Plasma Beam.
Yeah, that if there was an energy tank there, that would be one that I did not
that
get.
is the one you didn't
That was
get.
the one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was a full energy seed.
What was in Meyer's shed?
Garbage.
Trash.
Okay. Yeah, I realized too late what I did there, and then was like, well, it can't be gravity because the flute was in Fire Fleas, so screw it. I was hoping that it wasn't like high jump boots or something that would like make me just skip gravity and would have been convenient.
Well, we have no idea where high jump boots are.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, missing critical
Grapple?
items in question that we're still missing. Grapple, kind
Yeah.
of.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Both footwears, because we have no idea where boots are, and Desert was boots locked today.
Yeah, that was a weird one. So it's out there.
I think it pretty much has to be Pyramid Fairy or Shack Tool at this point. Can't be either. Can't be either. Those are the only two things out of Ganon's Tower that we couldn't check. Or we
Okay.
had
Yeah,
not
the
checked.
second item in Skull Woods we didn't see either.
I got them both.
I got both.
Did
Yeah.
you get them both? Okay.
The second one I think was an E-Tank.
Yep.
Oh,
Not,
well, that
at
makes
this point,
sense.
no surprise.
Yeah, I found those.
Yeah, and at
Yeah.
this point,
You
Hitaka's
guys
actually.
Hey, you guys had all beams and like 9 E-tanks at like half an hour in.
I still almost died in X-ray.
Oh wow!
Harackness
So-
comes in and totally wrecks Hitaka's surprise. Oh, that's funny.
Oh my!
Pyramid
So,
Fairy is a sword and the Pegasus boots, so high jumps.
Literally everything else.
We've been waiting for like 5 minutes to get that surprise, and he's just like, blurt, comes in and blurts it out.
So yeah, it was Meyer and Thieves Town to boots by logic. That's actually pretty bad.
High
Harackness
jump
Harackness shows
in the
in,
back over
comes in.
TT.
Harackness comes in and wrecks us. Haha.
Yeah, this the logic chain on this one was not great.
It
But
wasn't.
it's not
It wasn't-
terrible.
It wasn't awful, but like if you're not early to glove and then don't push through wrecked ship with bad movement, it goes really badly, which is what happened to me.
Yeah,
I was late to both of the gloves at very disparate times.
Yeah, actually, that is one thing that, since boots were in Pyramid Fairy, the high jump could very easily have been in, like, King's Tomb or Bonk Rocks now. Because, yeah, we never got to check those things.
Well, if you guys already got boots, go find them.
Oh, and actually, you know what? SP Ridley now is guaranteed to not get another sword. Now that we know it's the last one in Pyramid Fairy. So, unless he decides to immediately go check Pyramid Fairy after GT,
That's going to be the closest sword for him to get.
pretty much.
So,
Right side desert does not have high jumps.
okay, I was gonna say, did someone scum right side desert that we weren't talking about it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hannibal,
Hannibal
so
Graham
he-
did right before he forfeited.
Fair.
Just a missile.
Yeah, it was just a missile.
Yeah.
Missile and compass.
So yeah, Mike, we were saying to Nino and Hannibal that it was basically pick your poison for Dark World access. Granted, you can spring ball across the wreck ship mode, but it was either spring ball jump / CWJ to get both gloves and get Various Suit in Hype Cave to go that way, to go to Croc, or to Hell Run through Croc, get Hammer, and get Space Jump in Left Side Swamp.
Fun times.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about Swamp only giving Space Jump, but at the same time I wasn't super sad about it either. I was like, my movement's really bad. So just not having high jump, not having gravity for the entire seed, and then like speed booster being really late, it made things really, really limited. And then so for a while the only thing available was like Ice Beam for movement. For me, it was not great.
Yeah,
And
for a
Spring Ball.
long time it was just Ice Beam
Yeah.
and Spring Ball. I think it wasn't until Screw Attack showed up that we finally had an additional movement item for Super Metroid.
And I mean, Morph
Yeah,
Ball
Space
Bombs was
Jump,
your
I got it, grapple.
Morph Ball Bombs was your initial can fly, I think.
Where was that?
Mama
Is that
Turtle.
Mama Turtle.
I
And the
think
wall.
Space Jump was earlier in the logic.
I don't. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because it was
Because
after...
Swamp was available pretty early.
Because Swamp was available early, and then Speed was pretty deep.
Speed was in Super Bunny Cave, so yeah, it would have been behind Wreck Ship.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know which one of those was an earlier sphere.
Yeah.
Because Wreck
Hitaka,
Ship
Ridley,
opens up right away.
yeah, it does. But yeah, Hitaka, Ridley, and Maniacal both got baited into Swamp.
It was so open and so early and so green.
Yeah, I mean, it's screaming at you to say, "Hey, come here. Here's your flute. Here's your hook shot. Here's a sword. Here's a
Meanwhile-
hammer."
Meanwhile, I was baited and took full clearing Meridia. because I got gravity early.
I was very close to just brute forcing my way through Dragon without, but gravity was down to 4 locations for me. Because it could have been... Because I only had Mire Shed left, which was behind gravity in A Link to the Past. And then in Super Metroid, I just had Shaft Supers, Waterway, X-Ray, and Pantry item as like my last 4 Super Metroid checks, and I was like, it's going to be faster to just dig out gravity, and then it was, but...
X-Ray was Cape.
Okay, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
And actually, X-Ray was also Magic Bet,
Yes.
because that's where the X-Ray scope
I-
was.
I went there pretty early, and was like, oh, well, okay. That wasn't anything. That's about where the seed turned and started to go completely sideways for me. Was when I started chasing down these weird one-ofs that I was finding. Like, I'm like, oh, I got hammer and powder behind this hell run. Maybe Magic Bat's the thing. And it was a bunch of that stuff. And then, like, I derped and went to Zora early, and then I was like, well, I'm just going to mirror and walk my dumb butt through Zora's domain.
Actually,
and
play.
pay this fish. And it was a lot of not great.
Disappointment.
I was happy overall with my execution in terms of like crappy movement Super Metroid. I just kind of took the longest route to finding the items. So
yeah, and
it
again,
happens.
everything was everywhere. Like as soon as you had Mitts or Hammer, you pretty much had the whole Dark World open to you. So much was open. It's hard to really god route something like this.
Yeah, it felt like the items were in pretty disparate places. Felt pretty close to a full clear, and then like the movement also wasn't great because Flute was really late.
Yeah.
And Boots were both, hiding. So it was really Mirror and Hookshot were like MVP this seed in terms of movement augmentation.
Yeah.
I mean, this was it was definitely an interesting watch. There was a lot of interesting things happening. I mean, the fact that you guys were so loaded on health and beams early on in Super Metroid was just insane.
Yeah, it was pretty much a clue to us that the hell run to Lower Norfair to the not Norfair Croc would be a good idea, and it was, as it turns out.
The hell run to Ice Beam was a great idea too, because that got you flippers and hookshot.
Yeah, that one felt really good to hit early. I had a feeling I might have been the first one there, but then
you were. The first 5 checks in Norfair were hookshot, flippers, charge beams, silvers, and
Fighter
sword.
Yeah.
Like holy cow, Norfair!
It was so stacked, and then it threw hammer in there as well, but much later.
And then the right side was dead. Here's your blue mail. That's it.
You thought 2.4 Prime Randomizer had stacked areas? Nah, version 11 SMZ3's got you covered.
That's pretty funny.
Upper Norfair usually doesn't do that. But
5 unique items in the first 5 checks? No, definitely not.
Yeah, that's not normally its MO. Normally it's pretty garbage, but this was definitely a good seed for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to see Ridley full clear GT looking for the other sword.
And he ain't going to find it.
Nope.
Because we know where they are. Maybe he'll find high jump.
Maybe. If we can't find high jump, it's either behind Boots or on Shack.
I know Lava Dive requires high jump boots.
There it is.
There they are. Rando room.
Okay.
I was about to ask, because the gravity jump doesn't require high jump boots for the logic to work.
Correct. Yeah.
And honestly, I've only done the gravity jump without high jump, so I really don't know how to do it with high jump, to be honest.
You can
it's the
jump
same
straight
except
to the ledge.
you just go flying. It's kind of great.
You land straight on the ledge. You don't have to do any wall jumps.
Well, those wall jumps make me feel like I'm actually a good player. So don't ruin it for me.
Yeah. So I totally forgot my high jumpless lava dive setup and like derped around at the bottom of the Gravitron for like 20 seconds with my infinity E-tanks, trying to remember how to get the right Namahe flame. It was really silly.
Yeah, you were just standing there. I was like, why doesn't he put his gravity back on? Oh, wait, he doesn't have it.
I don't have
Why is he?
gravity.
I was like,
but
what is
yeah,
he doing?
I
He's just
I was-
dancing, tooling around at the bottom of a lava lake.
Yeah, I messed up the camera and then couldn't get the Namahe flame. And so I had to reset the camera with Moonwalk, but I did it the wrong way the first time because I just haven't done that in so long. I've been, the only high jumpless lava dive I've been doing was GT Classic practice, which is like minimal high jumpless lava dive, where like you have to actually worry about the entry and stuff. So for this one, I just kind of rolled in and then totally forgot what I was doing. So it was a mess. I was lucky I didn't run out of iframes, honestly.
It was kind of funny to watch.
Yeah.
The other
I'm
funny
sure.
part was you damaging down 7 E-tanks to get your stand-up glitch.
Yeah. I tried to take some damage, but
You didn't do a very good job.
yeah. The Mother Brain cutscene, actually, I was really happy with Mother Brain 2. I got decent RNG on the
There's
fight
the fable
for
of
once.
big chest to Ganon's tower did not have a sword, so Ridley's gonna go check Tyler room because he ain't gonna find it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say about this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. But GG's to everyone. Thank you for having me into chat. Thank you for having me on the restream. Was hoping to redeem my garbage performance from yesterday a little bit, but this one didn't quite do it.
Everybody's performance yesterday was pretty garbage, man. Yesterday's seed was pretty awful.
Well, I blew by Wavegate, and so
You're not the only one.
I full cleared every single location that was not Shack Tool before finding my ice rod.
You're not the only one who blew by it, so don't
Yeah.
feel bad.
So I think I made 304 checks because there were 11 things I didn't see in GT. But yeah, it was a good time. But this one went a little bit better, but still kind of went off the rails. But that's how these do.
Well, we
Yeah.
enjoyed having you here, and I'm glad you had a good time at least.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks again for having me in, and take it easy.
GG's. Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll ditto that. GG guys, and I was hoping to actually finish a seed during a restream, but I didn't expect it to be so brutal.
That happens, man. Don't let it get you down. Just keep coming back, keep trying. It's the only thing you can do. Some of them, sometimes the seed just bests you.
Yeah, it happens, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I enjoyed it for the most part, anyway.
There's always next week.
Or the week
Oh,
after. Or the week after. Forever.
We hope.
Although next week's Sunday's race is going to be outstanding. It's a 2v2 multi-world.
Ooh, now that's going to be an interesting celebration.
Hard logic multi-world. I can't wait. I think I'm already
You
signed
said-
up to commentate it.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually already pretty fully crewed. So yeah,
next week.
that's going to be exciting.
Next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern is going to be a hard mode co-op. Oh my gosh, hard mode multi-world. What?
Try saying that 5 times fast.
That's a hard thing to say, man.
I wish I could join that, but unfortunately on Sundays I can't race at that time. Alright, well, you guys have a good night, and thank you for letting me join the restream.
And thank you for putting on a great show for us. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right, Ridley. What are you going to do? I really hope that he goes and gets that Pyramid Fairy as soon as he's done with Ganon's Tower. Because, I mean, that's the closest one.
It is, yeah.
He's being very careful here. I don't blame him. With minimal offense, it's going to take some time to get up to the top. I mean, Fighter Sword in Ganon's Tower sucks so bad.
Yeah, it does. It's like worst possible case, and no boots either.
He does have silvers.
That's about the only blessing he's got, but he's only got 8 arrows.
Oh, did not pick up refills. Are there arrows in the ferry row? I guess we won't find out.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't get there.
With a bomb jump, you
I mean,
can.
we can do a bomb, yeah, because we want to do a bomb jump again in his tower.
Oh, there's some arrows. Lucky break there.
There's some more.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Ridley's fine now. He only needs 6 or so at from this point onward.
To be fair, I would be bombosing the crap out of these rooms because I hate the gauntlet. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised SP Ridley's not taking advantage of that.
I mean, I don't know if he's got any potions, so he might be saving his magic for the parts where you actually need magic.
Fair enough.
Nice use of the spikes there to kill the Zyzax with one spin attack.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what they're called.
something like that.
Yes, those are Zyzaxes. Zyzax? I
Yeah,
don't know.
Zyzax.
Zyzax Eye? I don't know.
Just always call them horse heads.
I mean,
You're
that
works
wrong.
too.
You're not wrong.
There's a boss in Zelda 2 called Horsehead, no?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Disaster about to strike.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I'm sure Ridley would have really appreciated not burning that magic, but oh well.
You would really appreciate not dying more.
Yeah, I mean, dying doesn't suck as bad in A Link to the Past, but even still, it still kind of sucks.
Having to reclimb the entire gauntlet, not cool. Plus, he does have a green pot in his inventory, so... Nice shot. Low percent gain his tower climbs are never fun. I mean, it's not really low percent, it's just low offense.
Yeah, defensive-wise, Red Mail 12 Hearts is still pretty solid, but
Yeah, you can't kill anything. They can't kill you, and you can't kill them, so it's a stalemate.
It's like stormtroopers versus red shirts.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Although, to be fair, stormtroopers only can hit main story targets because they're protected by the Force.
Yeah, we can go with that.
I mean, that's what Rogue One said.
Yeah, actually, makes sense.
Because that one guy was walking across a battlefield, getting shot at, and he's like, "I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me." Or I'm one of the Force.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is one with me. And he never got shot until after he finished his mission. So yeah, the plot protect him. Shack Tool is a heart piece. That's devastating.
Yeah.
Did you find Grapple Beam, or did
Yeah,
you go...
so where's that?
Grapple's Bonk Rocks, right.
Oh, jeez, yeah, behind boots.
Of course. Of course!
Yeah, Ridley's gonna be really annoyed when he realizes that, and when he sees there's no swords up here.
Yeah, I mean, he did all 27 checks against his tower, and he's not going to get rewarded for it. That's really unfortunate. I mean, literally, Gannis Tower had nothing.
Yeah, I think the only thing I think he skipped is Ice Armos, that's it.
No, I think he did that.
Yeah, he might have.
I think he's full clear, because he came up and he did the big key, or the big chest, so he's done it all. Because I think the only way you can get to the big chest is either through the left side doing Rando Room, or coming up through the teleporter or the stairs at to the west of Ice Armos.
Yeah, he killed Ice Armos, and then he took the stairs to check the big chest.
So we've seen it all 27 checks, and it's all trash. Now, thank God, Agon. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I gotta hand everybody props for restraint. I didn't see any frustration missiles or frustration slashes today.
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty decent seed. I mean, it wasn't like hateful or anything.
Yeah, even still. I mean, SP Ridley might break that once we see, once he sees that Master Sword, to be fair.
We'll see how comfortable he is. Ooh, nice triple.
Finally, a decent Aga pattern here.
That was a very nice triple. And now you say that, and now he goes to crap.
And then gets it with a blue ball.
Thanks, Aghanim. You're a swell guy.
It's actually taking a bit of a pounding here. It's down 2.5 hearts.
Well, luckily, he's not going to fight Ganon right away.
Very true.
310101. 0. All right, Ridley. Where are you going first?
Please check Pyramid Fairy. Please check Pyramid Fairy. Please check Pyramid Fairy. God, Pegasus Boots and Master Sword both on Pyramid Fairy. That kinda sucks.
That really sucks.
When you can't route it in efficiently.
He may be saving and quitting to get to the portal faster. Or not.
Is he? What's he doing? Fluting to 4 could still work, but... Wait, no, he doesn't have flute, does he? Did he check? Did he get flute?
I don't know. He might be going to activate the flute.
Okay, he didn't get flute, okay.
I think there was a spot in his inventory window that he didn't have anything there, so... Going to do hammer pegs? No.
I mean, that could work. Hammer pegs could work, for sure. He's probably going to be annoyed, though, when we tell him Pyramid Fairy has a sword.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy. Presuming we're still alive if he's not done by then.
I think our airtime is still another 13 minutes, and, oh, yeah, he's still got to go kill Mother Brain, doesn't he? Even then, it's Mother Brain. Doesn't take that long.
He's going to do the Smith. He's going to do the whole Smith chain. I don't blame him. He's probably going to get that sword, he's going to get that sword and be like, never mind. Unfortunately, he's going to have to return the Smith anyway, because you can't enter Ganon without it.
Yeah, that would be awkward. No cheerleaders allowed.
Bring the Smith with you?
No cheerleaders allowed.
Yay! Here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna see some rage most likely.
It could be a rage quit, but I doubt it. Ridley's gonna finish this. Tracy says she thinks that you can bring the Smith. Interesting.
I mean,
well, we're gonna find out.
Nothing stops you from falling into a hole with a follower.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. I'd actually like to see how this plays out now.
Does he come with you, or did he just stay out of the fight?
I mean, he falls along with you. I don't know how the game reacts.
The Smith's probably like, "What are we doing here? Why'd you bring me to this guy?"
Either that, or he gets out like a bench chair and just has a couple of cheerleader pom-poms.
That would be hilarious.
Unfortunately, Ridley's got to walk the long way because that under the castle portal doesn't work unless you've defeated Aga.
The Green Mile. Walking the Green Mile. Dead Man Walking.
I've not seen that.
Oh, what? That's a good movie. It's also a great book.
Fascinating.
Stephen King's a master of his craft. And that's not just because he shares my name.
Because he wrote 1 billion books.
I mean, he's got a lot of good books out there, my man.
Oh, I agree. It's just like, by sheer volume, he was bound to write a few good ones.
That's true. He has written quite a number of them.
All
Green
right.
Mile was the cornfield movie, I guess?
Sounds like it.
Post-apocalyptic one, you're probably thinking of The Stand.
Well, I guess we're gonna have I guess the Smith's gonna cheerlead SP Ridley here on this fight.
Here we go! The frog's like, why are we doing this? Couldn't you take me somewhere nice?
No, yeah, exactly. It's like, can't you take me someplace nice? It's a mirror.
I mean-
Here's the nice thing though. He's so short that this trident goes right over him.
Yeah, otherwise we could have frog legs along with our bacon.
Not sure how Link would feel about that. Well, then again, he's a master chef in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, he cooks all sorts of stuff there.
Speaking of which, that's something that dropped recently.
Huh?
Breath of the Wild's getting a prequel in Hyrule Warrior style.
Is Hyrule Warriors a good game?
It's a good game. It's like, you ever play Dynasty Warriors? I'm sorry, what was that?
No.
It's literally take down huge mobs of enemies.
Sounds like my kind of game.
It's you have to do a lot of it to unlock all. It's actually the Switch version in particular. Ooh, that's a KO for Ridley.
Oh,
Never mind.
He's got a fairy.
But yeah, it's just basically a lot of hack and slash, really.
Again,
Not much
I
in the
like
way
Dia-
of puzzles
I
for
like
a Zelda
Diablo.
game. It's more like it's a hack and slash more than anything else. Not
Can't
so much
spin
as
the
Four
the
Swords.
pain.
I was like, Ridley, why are you pulling out the bombs? It's not going to save you.
No,
Sometimes you
we're talking like enemies in the hundreds and thousands.
And you're one guy? So
Yeah.
you're talking God of War style.
Or even bigger scale than God of War.
It sounds like a game I gotta get.
Yeah, if you do get it, Switch version is the best one because it came out first for Wii U, then it got a lot of DLC. Like, it was good DLC too. It's like the original game is a good A to Z. The DLC is the 0 to 9s, and then the later DLC is the symbols on top of those numbers on your keyboard.
So it's the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, but the Switch version has all of the DLC and some of the 3DS specific content because it got ported onto 3DS when Nintendo was in Wii U salvage mode.
Well, good. I'm glad I have a Switch. I might have to look into that once I get some money.
Yeah, there's a digital download available, I think. But the Switch version has everything. Which
You
is good.
salvage mode, not wrong. Switches aren't hard to buy. I have one. I kind of want to get the Ring Fitness game too. That looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, one of my brothers, his girlfriend plays that, and she's actually pretty good with it. It's pretty entertaining, actually, to watch. Also,
Oh
ooh,
no! Womp, womp, womp.
ouch.
That's painful. And the Smith's still here. He's like, I just watched you die, and I don't care, but I'm gonna come back and watch you again.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of things the Smith could be saying at this point.
Please take me home. I don't want to be here anymore.
I think he's more along the lines of, yay, I get to watch the heroes defeat the big enemy.
Again, but I just
Maybe.
watched the enemy. I just watched the enemy defeat the hero. He's getting really unlucky with those trident spins.
Yeah, this, I mean, doing this fight on Master Sword is still not pleasant until you get to phase 4. And
Not even
Ganon's-
pleasant then. He's only got one hit left. I don't. If he manages to eke this out, I will be impressed.
Yeah, no, I saw it coming because of that close range fire bat. You don't have enough time to get out of the way if it darts right at you. He might take a quick, yeah, he's probably going to make a quick field trip to the witch. Which, can you with the smith?
I don't know.
Either way, he's saving and quitting.
Indecisiveness.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he's gonna take him home. Well, at least the Smith won't be following anymore. The Smith's like, "Thank God you took me home, dude."
He he talks to his brother. You are not gonna believe the stuff I just saw.
That guy died twice. He died twice, and he still brought me home.
And he only gives a blue rupee. There's the frustration slashes.
Finally.
I mean, this seat has been nothing short of spectacular, let's be honest.
Yeah, unlike most SMZ3s, this one wasn't a total dumpster fire. This one was actually kind of entertaining. Ridley, where are you going?
I think he's just trying to make a beeline for the witch.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
I mean, that's pretty much all you can do at this point.
You're gonna
Just
cut
get
through a
some-
graveyard and then go visit a witch? That sounds like a really bad idea.
Nah, it's Hyrule.
Spirit following you.
Nah, it's Hyrule. This is just typical day at the office for somebody in the Hyrule Kingdom. I'm surprised he's just not buying one of each, eh? Getting the full Christmas package.
Why not?
I can't wait for the holiday, the Link to the Past Randomizer holiday festive matches.
I hope we get one this year. Those
I'm
are
sure
really
we
fun.
will.
VTorp does an excellent job with those. They're so much fun.
Yeah, I think my favorite from the Halloween one last year was when you die, you get sent to hell. And then you can save and quit.
And then you can save and quit. Yeah, you have to talk to somebody to save and quit. That was awesome. That and the final boss was Wart. I think that was awesome
Yes.
too.
Yeah, Tracy M makes a good point. There is no point for Ridley to save his money here. Just buy a bunch of blues. Save the trouble.
Well, he's probably preparing in case he dies and loses them all again.
Yeah, fair enough, because,
Yes, the Kuchiri mentioned earlier tonight that there is some Link to the Past qualifier matches happening in the next couple of weeks
yeah, because we're coming up on
for
another
a
league,
for the
right?
C3 tournament.
Oh, I thought we were
I
coming up
don't
on a
know.
league.
He said there's going to be 16 qualifying matches, so that's a lot.
Fascinating.
That's a lot of Z3. Or for you finer people, ALTTP. Personally, I don't care what you call it. It's Z3. They're all Z. Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, Z17, however many there are now.
Yeah, I lost count at 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how many there actually are. There's a lot.
It's a lot. I think it actually might be close to 17.
Yeah.
As far as, like, flagship titles, if you don't count spin-offs.
What's a spinoff?
Like Four Swords Adventure,
Oh yeah, no, those don't
Four
count.
Swords. Oh, actually, no, they got a place in the timeline, so
But you've got Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Zelda 3, and then you've got Link's Awakening, Oracle Seasons and Ages, Minish Cap, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker. Link's Awakening DX is the same as Link's Awakening.
yeah, it is. Same for Switch, so we're not going to count that.
Just one game remade a couple times. That's not fair.
It's a good remake, to be fair, but even
It
still.
has the color dungeon. Get out of here. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, and crossbow training. We can't forget crossbow training.
Which one was crossbow training?
It was a sub game. It was meant to show off the Wii U's, not the Wii U, the Wii Zapper.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was like it used Twilight Princess assets.
I do recall.
And yep, there goes the red goo.
Speaking of Twilight Princess, that's another one. And then Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild, Link Between Worlds.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Triforce Heroes, kind of.
Hyrule Warriors. Is
Yes.
that really in canon?
No, it's not actually. And they managed to figure out how to make it not timeline specific, though. Interesting way they handled it. And now there's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity coming out, so that's going to be 20.
Hyrule Warriors is basically fan fiction.
For lack of a better term, yes, it is. Because you can literally play as just about everybody.
The Hyrule Warriors 2 is canon. Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah, that one it is.
before the Calamity, which is going to be interesting. Spirit Tracks, and Phantom Hourglass. Those were fun.
Oh yeah, we can't forget those two.
I actually enjoyed those. I think they were kind of cool. They were interesting mechanics.
I never actually got any of the handheld Zeldas until Link Between Worlds.
I said Minish Cap.
Yeah, that's TMC.
Yo. Well, Hataka's a Zelda master. Look at all that.
Yeah, long story short, long history, but enough. We're just about wrapping up here because Ridley's about to hit Phase 4. Now comes the moment of truth here.
Gotta get that torch glitch, make this easier.
And he does.
Come on, Piggy. Give me your silver. He's being extraordinarily cautious at this point. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
Haven't taken 2 deaths already. Just be as safe as possible and finish him off.
preferably not falling off the edge again by a repulsion like that.
Yeah, no, that's the worst way to go. Like, I'd rather die than fall off. At least I went down fighting. But ladies and gentlemen, get your single G's in chat for Ridley or SP Ridley taking down the Big Pig.
Yeah, and at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it here because we did just pass 1 o'clock, so we're already actually past our airtime. It is going to be another 5-10ish minutes or so before Ridley takes out Mother Brain, but we are over time, unfortunately, so we do have to wrap things up tonight. But again, follow the runners because they have put on a great show for you tonight. Let me just get that put in. And again, shoutouts to our trackers tonight, Razor, Flamecoon, and Mad Ewok Herd for their the efforts tonight, pressing all the buttons, making sure everybody knows who has what. They were put to work pretty hard today, for sure, especially after the first 20 minutes. And Semper, it was great joining you in the booth for this.
It's always fun. I love doing these things, even if it keeps me up to midnight.
Yeah, certainly. This one was definitely an unintentional or more unintentional long one for sure. But with that said, folks, again, we do have Multi-World Hard 2v2 on queue for Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. So that is going to be a lot of fun. We invite you to join us for that. Followed by the next Hard Logic seed, which would be
Monday after that.
Oh no, that should be normal actually.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard logic multi-world followed by a normal logic seed on the following Monday.
Yeah, so that's next up on the pipe for SMZ3. If you're looking for more speed gaming action tonight, unless 2.4 decided to rear its head again, we should still be in the middle of the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament on the main SG channel. So that's some action on Q4 the rest of the night. But with that said, folks, otherwise, we thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your night. Again, GG's to our runners. We will see you next time.
And I'm Cyber Firedog, and I will see you all next mission. Have a good night.